you make it through the workday with a hearty home-styled lunch, and of course serving your family with a dinner that would even make your mama proud. Old South Restaurants on Main Street in Russellville. We're here for you.
We're here for you, so come on by, Old South.
Hi, this is Danny Hips, General Manager of Phil Wright Autoplex, and we know that some of our customers who buy from us because of our world-class brands, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Toyota. But we are proud that a whole lot of our customers buy from us primarily because of our trustworthy people. And for the past 45 years, we've been earning that trust one vehicle at a time. Order your new vehicle today at philwright.com or come see us at 3300 East Main in Russellville. Because if you haven't bought from us lately, it's because you haven't shopped with us lately. So come see us.
Welcome back to Smith Robinson Stadium. Very quiet here. Not usual for Greenwood Bulldog fans. However, I don't think they view this as a rivalry. I mean, if you talk about the Greenwood's rivals, we were talking about this a little bit on the way up. You talk about Alma, Van Buren, and any team that's probably second or third in the state. And Fort Smith North Side, South Side, but they really don't view Russellville that way. Russellville hasn't really viewed Greenwood that way. They've faced only 15 times, these two teams have. As we look at Greenwood, their quarterback is number 6, L.D. Richmond. He takes care of the football. He's only thrown 2 interceptions all season. He's thrown for almost 1,300 yards and 12 touchdowns. They do like to run the football quite a bit. They're very balanced, though. Hunter Wilkinson, number 30, is their main running back. He's rushed for 478 yards. He only has 2 games over 100 yards rushing, but he has 8 touchdowns on the season. The most this season he's rushed for is 174. They spread it around. They have 4 wide receivers. They like to go 4 wide quite a bit. Number 1, Caden Brown. Number 84, Luke Brewer. Those are their 2 main targets. Brewer, number 84, with 7 touchdowns on the season, 33 catches, 35 catches for Caden Brown. He has 4 touchdowns. And don't sleep on Jay Strozer, number 2, and number 88, Peyton Carter. That's it. And you heard Coach Weaver said Greenwood kind of does what they do. They do what they do. That's actually been their motto for the past few years, do what we do. And they have a different one every year. However, that's the one that has stuck. Rick Jones, their longtime head coach, who was here for 16 years and won 8 state championships. He is now at the University of Missouri, and I really don't know what he does there. I don't know if he's, I know he's not an like offensive or defensive line coach. I think he's a coaching consultant up there. And that was kind of the thing that he was looking for to move on as the next step. And his offensive coordinator, Chris Young, took over. This is Chris Young's first season as a head coach anywhere. He's 6-0 so far on the year. And he was actually hired here back in 2000 as a junior high assistant coach. He's been here ever since. And if you're my age, you've been around the Russellville area, you know you've heard of his dad, Joe Fred Young, who a longtime coach at Fort Smith Northside, and that is his father. And he's had a bid at a couple other jobs. He's actually accepted 2 others and stayed for a week or less and always come back to Greenwood within a week. And so everybody kind of knew he was sort of waiting in the wings to take over this job when Coach Jones finally left. They're doing the coin toss right now. The Cyclone captain is number 63, Jacob Narveson, Russellville, in their white jerseys, red pants, of course, black helmets, and Greenwood in their traditional navy blue, all navy blue, and the G on the side of their helmet looks like a blue and white version of the Green Bay Packers. Did you see the coin toss? I didn't see it.
Yes, Russellville won, and they've elected to receive.
It doesn't surprise me. They know what Greenwood's offense can do, and as you remember, last year the Cyclones lost this game 42-20. However, Russellville did have some success running against Greenwood's defense, and you expect that from Coach Jeff Weaver, who's a longtime offensive assistant here, and he kind of knows what Coach Young here at Greenwood likes to do, and Rick Jones likes to do. So we're hoping for some success tonight. We're going to take a final break, be back with the kickoff. I'll take a 90-second break, John, if that's okay. We'll be back with the kickoff. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
Just a reminder, we ask that you do your part to help stop
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service. We're more than just tires. Consistent, responsive, honest and fair. What makes us different? We're the ones who care. Trust our experience to know what you need. Professional and fast, see what we mean. Arkansas Tire and Auto Service. We're more than just tires.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, 2304 East Main, Russellville.
A solid roof for your business is key to keeping your employees, products, and valuables dry and clean. If you're experiencing roof leaks that are resulting in damaged equipment, stained ceilings, and walls, then don't let Mother Nature get the best of your business. The folks at E&F Roofing offer free commercial roof inspections, but their experience is priceless for your business, not to lose productivity and extend the life of your roof. So contact E&F Roofing today for a free commercial inspection at 479-272-4069.
Taking care of families. That's what the folks at C&D Drugstore have been doing in historic downtown Russellville for more than 6 decades when it comes to all your pharmaceutical needs. When it comes to compounding, special medicines, R.D. Walker and his staff are there to serve you. And most importantly, if you need delivery, if you need curbside pickup, you need C&D Drugstore on the corner of B and Commerce in downtown Russellville, a 60-year tradition.
KCJC, Darknell, Russellville.
You guys play the best country of all.
River Country. KCJC.
Thank you, John. I'm glad you don't rely on me to remember to do the legal ID. It's about 7 o'clock. It looks like we're going to kick off about a minute early on this. 12-minute quarters here in high school football. Luis Morales, number 17, going to kick off for Greenwood. They put the ball in the left hash. We're ready for action. I mentioned Damon Donahoe a little bit in the pregame. We have not spotted him. Not sure if he's good to go. We know he's on crutches this week after that horse collar tackle last week against Lake Hamilton that was not called a horse collar, mysteriously. And I got to tell you, I want him to heal up because I want him to see him at 100%. Here's a high end-over-end kick. It's going to be returnable for Gavin Graham at the 3-yard line. He's across the 10, 15, angling out of bounds and pushed out of bounds there at the 17. So Russellville doesn't quite make it to the 20-yard line, but had to bring it out. I can't risk letting that hit because it's a live football, and Russell will take over at their own 17-yard line.
Yeah, and if you're listening to us on the radio, they're moving from left to right on your radio. And
as we're sitting across from the Cyclone fans, we're in the home booth. Ball is going to be on the right hash mark. Greenwood just had new turf installed, I think, last year here, which they had turf before. I think Russell's going to be getting that soon. And Cyclones, we don't see Damon Donahoe. We do see 5 wide. 3 wide receivers to the short side of the field, the right side, 2 wide receivers to the left. Bring a man in motion. That's Latrell Thomas. He's going to take the handoff on the fly sweep, and he's going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage back at the 12-yard line. That play seemed to be Greenwood was ready for that one, and it's a loss of 5 on the play.
Yeah, they had 3 defenders out there that just rushed in, and no place for Thomas to go.
Second down and long for Russellville. This is where you want to stay out. You want some positive yards on first down. Like we said, Greenwood doesn't blitz much. They don't do anything crazy, but they play their base defense, and they'll stay at home. Here's a draw play to Latrell Thomas, and he breaks a couple tackles, does get to the original line of scrimmage, pick up 5 yards on the play, but it's going to be 3rd down and 10 for Russellville. Looked like he broke a little arm tackle in the backfield, and then he ran over a guy at the 15. Be on the right hash mark. They gave him the 18-yard line, so pickup of 6 yards on the play. 3rd down and 9. And you just got to move the chains. We talked about this in pregame. You can't beat yourselves on negative plays. You got to have something good to happen. Back to passes. Whitford throwing out of the backfield, complete to the 25, and I'm not sure if Christian Salazar got the first down. It depends on the spot. It's very close. I think they need to just pass the 27. He's right at the 27.
They're giving it to him.
Okay. All right. We'll take it. And so Christian Salazar, who's been scheduled to play a little bit more offense if Donahoe couldn't go. Number 20, we saw him a little bit in the benefit game against Cabot, a little bit sprinkled in here and there. Number 20, and he gets the first catch, and Russellville gets the first down. Hogan motion. They'll throw it out here to the right side. A little completed pass to Trent Stokes, and he's out of bounds near the 30. Pickup of 3 on the play.
I like what Whitford's doing. He's getting rid of the ball real fast, not getting a chance for Greenwood to come back and get him. And if we can get 3 to 5 yards every pop, we'll be doing okay.
2nd down and 7. Ball on the 30-yard line of Russellville. Again, empty set. Again, a man in motion. This time it's Brady Burnett. They're going to fake it to him on the fly sweep, and Whitford keeps it himself for a yard. Good thing he pulled it. I don't know if that was a read play or if a design pull, but Burnett was hit back in the backfield, and that's what I'm talking about. They stay at home on that. They don't They don't gamble, and so that's why they're a really hard team to run a reverse against because they don't over pursue. They're not going to make the flashy play. They're going to make the solid play. Hard count by Whitford, almost getting Greenwood to jump. Looking at another 3rd and long. This one a 3rd and 6. Last time they had 3rd and 9. They hit Salazar for a completed pass for the first down. Whitford, play action, throwing, and it's going to be incomplete. It was out of the reach of the intended wide receiver, Gavin Graham. It'll bring up 4th down and 6 for Russellville, and they're going to have to punt the football away.
Yeah, Graham was open. The ball was just thrown low and to his right. He just couldn't get his hands on it.
That's what we talked about. They just sound like a broken record already. They're not going to be flashy, but you have to execute against this team, and Russellville got 1 first down, but have to punt the ball away here on 4th and 6. Ben Hallmark going to kick this one away, and it's a beauty. It's going to be fielded at the 33-yard line, and he's rolling to his left. Breaks out of an arm tackle there, across the 40, 45, and down the left sideline. Did he step out? No, he didn't, and he's going to be brought down at the 37-yard line of Russellville.
I thought we had him back there for no gain, and what he did, he just stopped and waited for his wall to set up, and then he just ran down the sideline. Beautiful run. You have to give it to Greenwood.
36-yard punt, 30-yard return, and Greenwood's got fantastic field position at the Cyclone 37-yard line. With 9:28 left to play here in the first quarter, we have no score, but the defense going to be called on right off the start. Here's LD, their quarterback, and he's wrapped up after about a yard gain on the quarterback draw. LD Richmond doesn't run the ball very much. He rushes about 7 times a game, picks up a yard there.
Good tackle by Dalton Hallmark. Had him all wrapped up.
2nd down and long for Richmond. Number 6, the quarterback. 2 receivers to each side. To his right is Hunter Wilkinson, the running back. He'll get most of the carries. Richmond going to roll to his right. He's being pursued. He'll throw it, and it's completed pass, enough for the first down. Stopping on a dime at the 20, 15, and 10. Spin at the 10. Still on his feet. Going to be brought down inside the 10 at the 9-yard line is Luke Brewer, number 84.
I don't know if we had a breakdown in coverage. There's nobody on him.
Well, no, there's a big cushion there, and he broke out, and that's why he broke out to the right, and that's why he was open there in the flat. First down and go for Greenwood. Bulldogs have 3 receivers left. This time they're going to hand it off to Wilkinson, and he's going to be hit at the 10. Does manage to get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard pickup. It'll bring up 2nd down and goal.
High hips had him around the ankles, slowing him up.
They're going quickly, 2nd down and go. 2 receivers to each side this time. Richmond looking left, throwing to Wilkinson out of the backfield, breaks a tackle to 5, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. Hit him, but not hard enough at that 5, and he just scooted away from it and got inside the left pylon. 6-0 Greenwood.
Yeah, these are players you can't hit and knock down. They're going to stay. They're well balanced as runners. You're going to have to wrap them up and bring them down.
Luis Morales, number 17, on to try the extra point. 6-0 lead for the Bulldogs. And it's up, and it is good. Gets inside the right upright there. 7-0 Greenwood will take a break. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
The right roof starts with the right roofer. That's why you should trust Miller Roofing Company. They're not just good, they're great. Miller Roofing has been serving our River Valley since 1991. Choosing an established company ensures upfront quality and back-end support for your home or business. Did you know the average roofing company lasts only 4 years? Mature, proven, and established companies carry the least risk, and that's what Miller Roofing's all about. Get your free estimate today by calling 479-890-3499 or visit miller-roofing.net.
After the big punt return by the Bulldogs, they go 37 yards in 4 plays. Richmond hits Hunter Wilkinson out of the backfield for an 8-yard touchdown pass. Extra point was good, and Greenwood leads it 7-0. And we appreciate you listening to us on 102.3. We appreciate you watching us on Cyclone Booth, and appreciate Damon's mom. I believe Damon's mom telling us that he is out for the game. We'll talk about that here in just a minute. But first we have the kickoff. It's going to be fielded by Graham at the 6-yard line across the 10, 15. Angles back at the 20 and splits 2 defenders to cross the 25. He'll get up to about the 27-yard line. So a little bit better field position, but Russellville, it's going to a long way to go, but they got to get some points on the board. They got to answer Greenwood's what they got to do. 20 yards on the return by Gavin Graham. And mentioned in the pregame that as much as we like to watch Damon run the football and catch the football, we want him to be healthy. And this marathon, not a sprint. And if he's not 100%, I'd rather him rest up and be ready for as many games as he can be. Hopefully it was nothing serious. I know he's going to be hurt anyway, but I'm still upset that there was no flag on that play because that was an obvious horse collar tackle in that Lake Hamilton game. Russellville trailing 7-0 here. Empty backfield. Latrell Thomas in motion. Fake on the fly sweep. Whitford, he's going to take a shot at all of it, and it's going to be incomplete. Looked like Graham was the intended wide receiver. He ran a little shorter than the ball was thrown, so some miscommunication on the route maybe.
Could be. Graham found a opening in that zone defense that Greenwood was playing.
Well, whatever it was, miscommunication. Looked like Whitford threw more of a fly pattern, maybe a skinny post instead of the post pattern. Yeah, Graham stopped, so you figure there was a little miscommunication. Second down and 10, man in motion. It's going to be given to Latrell Thomas, running left side. He's across the 25, stops there, and he'll bull his way to the 29-yard line, get some positive yards, but again, it's going to be third down and long for the Cyclones. Trailing 7-0 here, under 8 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Officially a pickup of 2 yards. He got about the 28.5-yard line. Third down and long.
We may see that little post pattern again by Graham.
I'm thinking they may just run a little stop and go, maybe a little quick slant because they're trying to get the first down here. We'll see. Whitford looking to his right and is going to be incomplete.
Here's to Graham across the middle.
Had Salazar there, a little bit shorter. Graham there, and also Burnett. And nobody really looked like they were expecting the football there. And so it stops the clock here with 7:27 to play first quarter, bringing up fourth down and 8. Another punting situation for Russellville. And this is what we talk about when we were talking about making mistakes. I don't mean the big mistakes, but the little things of just not moving the chains. And it seems like Greenwood, as you heard Coach Weaver said, scoring in spurts. Here's a punt. It's going to be low, but it's going to be down by Russellville at just inside the 35-yard line. So a punt of 38 yards with no return as Greenwood let it go fall dead because it was too much of a line drive to return it.
And we had good coverage. There was 2 or 3 defenders down there, so no place to run.
Greenwood going to go quick here. LD Richmond, the quarterback, as they run onto the field and ready for play. And set ready for play is blown, and they give it to Wilkinson, running left side. Bounces off a man at the 35. He'll get to the 37. Tough runner. Gets 3 yards, but he was fighting for every bit of that. He's 5'10", 194.
Yeah, Gabe Hope, number 34, had a hold of him. He wasn't going to turn loose.
Second down and long. Richmond out of the shotgun. He's going to throw it to the far side. It's going to be complete. Slips a tackle there, and he's off to the races. He's at across the 45, and Russellville hangs on to tackle him at midfield. That's Peyton Carter, number 88.
I didn't see who brought him down. Wilbers was over there. He might have brought him down.
He got a first down at midfield. Wilkinson, the running back, want to mention he's just a sophomore. He runs like a senior. Play action to him. Richmond rolling to his right, stops. He's going to throw it downfield, and it's going to be incomplete. A flag thrown, and I'd tell you it looked like there wasn't much contact there. They were going to Jay Strozer, and we're right next to the Cyclone coaches, and they're upset about that. And I agree with him. I think the angle that the official had, he thought there was a push there, but there wasn't any contact. It looked like Strozer started going down on his own.
He did. It looked like he just got his feet tangled up, and the official was out of position when he made that call.
Yeah, he saw the wrong angle of it. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty. It's not an automatic first down, but it gives him a first down because of the penalty. And they signaled that. Now we're looking because they haven't moved the ball. And, okay, they need an extra football there. And they're going to put it down to 35-yard line.
Russellville, 15-yard penalty.
You play offense with your own football, and that pass was into the end zone. Nobody went to go get it.
Hold on.
Okay, the official, if you heard that, the official left his mic on, and he thought they were getting ready to snap it because Greenwood likes to snap it very quickly, and the official wasn't ready. Richmond looking at 1st and 10. The quarterback rolling to his left, throwing on a little out route, complete and pushed out of bounds is number 1, Caden Brown. They're just taking what Russell's given them. Russellville a little cushion there, and that'll be enough for 8 yards on the play as they mark it out to 27. 2nd down and 2. Again, Greenwood quickly ready to go. Out of the backfield is Wilkinson. Back to pass. Richmond, skinny post wide open, complete 6-yard line, touchdown, Luke Brewer. No, check that. That's Aiden Kinnon, number 24, a backup wide receiver. Makes it 13-0. Well, they made it look easy that time on the touchdown pass, and it looked like Aiden Kinnon, who was lined up as the inside receiver, nobody was on him, and he just ran a little skinny post, and he was wide open, untouched into the end zone. In fact, when he caught it, he was still backpedaling a little bit, but nobody was around him. Luis Morales on to try the extra point. It's long enough, and it's good. 14-0. Greenwood leads it. We'll take a break. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
Hey guys, this is Carl Kirtley with Centennial Bank, and we love tailgates, pep rallies, and Friday night lights. The new school year is here, and nothing brings a community together like football. Now more than ever, Centennial Bank is proud to cheer all the student athletes in the River Valley. Centennial Bank believes the teachers, administrators, and staff of our local schools help make our communities great, and we applaud their persistence, preparation, and hard work during these difficult times. Centennial Bank invites you to be a part of this great tradition and show your support this season. Now let's go play some football. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back on the touchdown drive for Greenwood. They go 66 yards in 4 plays in just 47 seconds. That's how fast they run. They run 4 plays in 47 seconds. Richmond hitting Kinnon on a 27-yard touchdown pass. And for Richmond, that's 14 touchdown passes on the season for Mr. Richmond. And just 2 interceptions. Russellville needs to get a pick on him next time just to up that stat a little bit. Cyclones.
I don't remember Greenwood working this fast. Is this just something they've done this year?
They've always worked this fast. They have. They have done that the last few years under offensive coordinator Chris Young and now head coach Chris Young. It's a high end over and kick. This one's going to be a little shorter. Graham's going to field at the 15-yard line, running laterally now across the 20, looking for an opening. And he's going to cut back at the 25. He's got a little bit of a wall here. He's across the 30, 35. He steps out of bounds just past the 40 to the 41-yard line.
Good move by Graham. He went to his left and got held up over there. Then he came back to the right, and it was open.
26 yards on the return for Gavin Graham. And Russellville, easily their best starting field position of the night, as they're going to have the ball on the right hash mark at their own 41-yard line. In fact, Russellville's not been past the 40 until tonight, or until this drive, should say. 14-0 our score. The Cyclones trailing. Looking at their third possession here. 6:18 left to play first quarter. 3 wide receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Bring a man in motion. That's Latrell Thomas. Faking to him, throwing across the middle, complete. And Brady Burnett going to be tackled as he falls on top of the defender there, number 4, Angel Hernandez. Positive yards, but not enough for a first down. As Russellville gets near the 46-yard line, it'll be 2nd down and 5.
That's a good catch by Burnett. He got hit by the time the ball hit his hands.
Fake to Salazar on 2nd down. Whitford throwing it on the far side. It's going to be incomplete. He was going for Burnett over there on the far side, and Brady jumped up, hit it with his right hand, but really not big chance to complete that pass. 3rd down and 5 coming up for Russellville.
Well, Whitford, in his defense, he threw it where it could not be intercepted, just hoping that Burnett could bring the ball down.
A little tougher when you're rolling to your offhand side, and he was rolling to his left there. Brady was open. A soft spot in that defense there on that play. Burnett is in motion, running to the left side. It's going to be a handoff to Latrell Thomas, and he's got the first down into Bulldog territory at the 48-yard line.
A good opening by that offensive line, just straight up the middle, a little bit off the right guard position, but a good run by Thomas.
That's Russellville's 2nd first down, the first since their first drive of the game. They trail 14-0 here, but they have it 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 48-yard line.
Got Dalton Hallmark playing that right guard position.
Yeah, he switches numbers back and forth in order to do so. Luttrell going to keep it on the fly sweep, running left side. He ducks his head and gets to the 45-yard line, a pickup of 3 yards on the play. Again, Luttrell filling in as a starter for Damon Donahoe, who has some torn cartilage in his knee. I know when we talked to Coach Weaver on Tuesday night, he said he was going to get reevaluated on Wednesday, and had not heard on that, so we wish him a speedy recovery. 2nd down and 7 for Russellville. Play action pass, complete pass on the far side to Stokes on the screen pass, and he'll get the first down at the 37-yard line of Greenwood.
This is where Russellville was successful against Lake Hamilton. These little short passes from Whitford and gaining yards, and they're doing it right now against Greenwood.
Braden now 4 of it for 25 yards. That's the second catch for Stokes tonight for 11 as he picks up 8 yards on that play. Empty backfield on 1st and 10 for the Cyclones. Whitford back to pass. He's going to step up in the pocket, throw on the skinny post, and it's knocked away by number 20 Hayden Wills. He was going for Brady Burnett.
Broken up by Hayden Wells.
And it'll be 2nd down and 10. Not a bad play, though. I'll take man-on-man coverage on Brady most every time. And when you run 5 wide receivers out there, if you get protection like this offensive line just did, somebody's usually open. And Russellville may be thinking along those lines as they go 5 wide receivers again here. So we said Greenwood does not a crazy blitz team. Right now they only have 3 linemen. They're going to play action, and it's going to be a quarterback keeper by Whitford, and he's going to be taken down at the 33-yard line. Looks like a pickup of about 4, depending on where the spot is. 3rd down and 6 coming for Russellville.
That's a good run by Whitford. Just went off that left tackle position, and the hole was there. It was open.
3rd down and 6 now after the 4-yard pickup. Ball on the left hash mark. The deepest penetration by the Cyclone offense is on this drive. They're just outside the Bulldog 33-yard line. And Latrell Thomas, it's going to be thrown and tipped and incomplete. It was tipped at the line of scrimmage, and Graham, it was intended for him. He had to reach back, and he tipped it also. Russell may be going for it here.
I think they are. Whitford staying in.
Well, here, if you punt it, if you kick it in the end zone, you're only gaining 13 yards. Russellville thinking that, hey, we've got to play for 4th and 6, and the Greenwood Bulldog fans, as you can hear, our mic's right above them. You can hear that noise. They're stomping on these metal bleachers here. Russellville needs about the 28-yard line for a 1st down. Maybe just inside that. Whitford, he's going to throw along the left sideline, incomplete. We got a flag coming in.
Yeah. That's
going to be pass interference against the Bulldogs. The deepest official saw it, and not a bad play by Greenwood, because when he did a double move, and when he spun away, they grabbed his jersey.
Not only grabbed his jersey, but I think they knocked him out of bounds a little bit.
And they've already announced it, and we're going to wait the 15-yard mark off. If they would have just completed the pass, it would not have been 15 yards. And that'll give Russellville a 1st down. That's the first penalty on the Bulldogs tonight. Russellville has it in the red zone of the Bulldogs, as they have it 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 in motion. That's Latrell Thomas. Rolling to his right is Whitford, looking for the end zone. Throwing is complete inside the 5-yard line. He was looking left for Stokes and then threw it to I think that's Graham. Gavin Graham inside the 5, who catches it. And Russellville has it 1st and goal from the 4 after the 14-yard pass play. Russellville going to go quick here, as they have it 1st and goal, and Whitford for the first time tonight going under center. He's going to turn, a little pitch to Latrell Thomas, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. Was tripped about the 1, but he kept his feet just long enough to get in there for the score.
That's a good run by Thomas. Good blocking in this series by that offensive line. Not only for passing, but for the few runs that they've done. Just did a great job.
And we're waiting the extra point by Tristan Wheelis. The extra point is long enough, and it is good. Russellville trails 14-7, but gets on the board. We'll take a break. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
Russellville 7.
Why trust River Valley Tinting and Glass? Well, River Valley Tinting and Glass is a family-owned business, and they take care of their customers like family too. So remember, your local auto, residential, and commercial glass and tinting company, River Valley Tinting and Glass. Check out their work on Facebook or call 890-5839 to get an estimate. Or you could always come by 2202 East 2nd Street to see all they can do for you. From a business you can trust, River Valley Tinting and Glass.
Well, the Cyclones go 59 yards in 10th place in 3 minutes and 12 seconds. Latrell Thomas, a 4-yard touchdown run. Wheelis added the extra point. Big play on that drive. There was a couple, but probably the biggest one was the 4th and 6 that Russellville went for, and the penalty called on Greenwood. Russellville would have had the first down. They wouldn't have had 15 yards, but they would have had the first down had there not been a penalty. And then the pass play to Gavin Graham of 14 yards, giving Russellville the ball inside the 5 for first and goal. Cyclones cut into that lead. They cut it in half, and they trail Greenwood 14-7.
Caleb Gray's got the football.
Yeah, I haven't seen him kick off before. He's holding it like a punter,
Yeah.
which you can do. Most people only do it after a safety. He's holding it like a punter, and he's going to drop kick it there, and it's going to roll out of bounds and doesn't go the 10 yards they need it. That's not a bad idea. And when I say drop kick it, I mean the old-fashioned drop kick. He dropped it, let it hit the ground, and kicked it. It's supposed to go 10 yards, and it's a live ball. This one went about 8 yards. And so Greenwood will have the ball at the Cyclone 48-yard line.
And we had the coverage there in
Yeah.
case it went 10 yards. It caught Greenwood by surprise.
Yeah, we did.
5-yard penalty for a free kick.
When it goes out of bounds,
To the end of the kick. First down.
when it goes out of bounds, I didn't know this.
What
they said
now?
a 5-yard penalty at the end. I think you have 3 options. I don't think you have this option, but I may be wrong. I'll have to look up this rule. I thought you got it where it went out of bounds. On first down, they're going to throw, pass complete inside the 30, inside the 25. Peyton Carter taken down there.
We're going to have to move up our defenders a little bit. I think we're just giving them too much cushion.
Gabe Hogue making the stop, getting some play in at defense there. First and 10 for Greenwood at the 23-yard line. The Cyclone 23, empty backfield. Richmond, plenty of time. Plenty of time. Now he's going to roll out to his right, looking, throwing it, and it's going to be, they went to Carter over there, incomplete. He was coming back to the ball. They had another receiver in the area, but this one incomplete.
Sure looked like one of the Rushville defenders trying to get to the quarterback got held, but no flag.
That's the first incompletion thrown by Richmond, and that's actually what the defensive coach next to us. We're right next to the offensive defensive coach of Russellville. They were screaming for a hold on that play too. Second and 10. Bringing a man in motion. That's Caden Brown. They're going to give it to him on the fly sweep. He cuts it in at the 20, 15, and can't break that last tackle, but he does get inside the 10 to the 9. Caden Brown, the receiver, will make it first down and go for Greenwood on the 14-yard pickup. Greenwood going very quickly here.
Christian Salazar on the stop.
Running back, Hunter Wilkinson, number 30. He'll be to the right of the quarterback, Richmond. They'll bring a man in motion, and we have movement.
Looked like Greenwood jumped.
Yeah, they're moving back. I think they know it.
Infraction on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Yeah, their left tackle jumped
Well,
back.
he called it a illegal snap infraction, which usually means it's against the center. So I don't know. They don't call out the numbers here, but it's weird not to call it a false start. So first and goal from the 14-yard line for the Bulldogs. And they snap, and it goes through the legs of Richmond, and he covers it. And that could have been an illegal shift because they had 2 wide receivers moving, and Russellville hopes they didn't call it because, it's going to be covered back there, and we're lucky they didn't see that one. That's just going to be a loss of down and loss of yardage. But they had 2 receivers moving on that far side. It could have been called illegal shift, and what that would have done is given them a penalty. And there, I do see the flag over there at the 14-yard line.
We got a legal false start on the offense, so the ball will go back to the original spot.
Yep, that's a bad thing.
5 yards.
Yep, because you can't decline that. That's what I was worried about. And so I say illegal shift, that's what it was. 2 wide receivers are moving, so it actually goes against the Cyclones there because they would rather have the 10-yard loss and no loss of down. Here it's going to be a 5-yard penalty, and they still get first down. And the coaching staff over there at Russellville asking, can we not decline this penalty? And I don't think you can, but they're talking about this, and we're going to see if it is a rule. And I don't think you're allowed to decline it because I think it's a dead ball as soon as it happens. And so, yeah, they do bring it back to the 14, and that'll mark it the 19, so a penalty. And Greenwood is happy about that 5-yard penalty. That's not too many times you see that where you're happy for a 5-yard penalty on yourselves. But like I said, they lose 5 yards, they keep it first down. Or they could have lost 10 yards and lost the down. And Greenwood's going to take a timeout. And we're going to keep it here.
You know, that quarterback, if he hadn't fell on that, Christian McMullen was right there getting ready to pounce on that ball.
Okay, now wait a minute. They've just moved the ball back to the 14-yard line. That's where the line of scrimmage was. And they're supposed to move it back to the 19. So they're taking it from the 19 to the 14. And I don't know what's going on here. They haven't moved the sticks yet. I don't know if they're going to officially mark it again or what.
Well, the Greenwood coach or one of the coaches is talking to the white hat.
And maybe he's saying, I don't want the timeout since we're getting penalized. This is obviously, okay, well, I don't want to say obvious, so I'm going to wait and see. We're going to hear something. They put it back at the 14-yard line. So it's no penalty at all? Okay, they had 2 guys moving, and they snapped the football. It's got to be one or the other. It's got to be a flag on Greenwood, or it's got to be they played the down. And Russ was trying to get an explanation.
No.
They're saying, hey, why is this? Why is this? And Coach Weaver's out on the field, and he's saying, hey, you got to ask something about that. And he's wanting, okay, the official's going to blow it dead on that far side. And he's talking, and Coach Weaver is talking, and they've blown this dead, but Greenwood's trying to snap the ball, and they've already blown the play dead. There's a lot of confusion here. Okay, you can't have it both ways. Greenwood had it first and goal from the 14-yard line. They had 2 guys moving, and then they snapped the ball. And so it's either got to be a 5-yard penalty, or it's got to be take the play. And now what they're saying,
they're taking a 5-yard penalty.
okay, they're moving it back to the 19. Well, the stick goes back to the 19. The football's still at the 14. Okay, now they're moving it back to the 19.
As a result
Okay.
of the false start, the ball should have been placed at the 19.
Okay.
First down at the 19.
Okay, so they move it. I don't know why they took it from the 19 to the 14, and then now finally get it back to the 19. Okay. Thankfully, somebody saw that. Okay, first and goal from the 19. On the fly sweep, they're going to hand it off to Luke Brewer, and Russellville cuts him down for a big loss back at the 24.
Yeah, great defense there by – I was trying to see who did that. I think it's Booker was in there.
Well, you don't see Greenwood self-destruct too many times, but they have a little bit on these last 2 plays. They got it second down from the 23-yard line. Empty backfield for Richmond. Plenty of time. He's going to throw. He's going to throw on a skinny post. It's complete into the end zone for the touchdown. Good grief. Peyton Carter catches it. He had his man pinned almost like in basketball, like you do for a rebound, and they couldn't get around him. And it's 20-7 Greenwood.
The only good thing, we put pressure on that quarterback, but he stayed in there. He got hit, but it's just a good pass.
The receiver, Peyton Carter, is 6'5", and so he pinned his man on the backside. He was able to catch. He took the hit, but the guy's 6'5", and like I said, almost like a rebound in basketball. He got the rebound. He caught the touchdown pass. The extra point is good. 21-7 our score. We'll take a break. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
Cozy Furniture on East Parkway across from Comfort Inn and Suites loves and supports the Russellville Cyclones. Come in and see Joey and Dee, your local expert Tempur-Pedic dealers, and get the mattress of your dreams delivered to you free of charge. Check out Cozy Furniture on Facebook and Instagram, or shop online at koziihome.com today. Come visit the knowledgeable staff at Cozy Furniture, where the River Valley shops for Tempur-Pedic. Go Cyclones!
Welcome back. The Cyclones trailing once again by 2 touchdowns, 21-7, as Greenwood answers Russellville's touchdown with a touchdown of their own. Greenwood goes 48 yards in 5 plays. Richmond hitting Peyton Carter on a second goal from the 23 for the touchdown pass. Morales had the extra point. Remember, Russellville drop-kicked a onside kick. That's what gave Greenwood the good field position. And now here's the kickoff from the Bulldogs, and Brady Burnett's going to field it at the 10-yard line. He's across the 15, 20, starts running laterally towards that left side, 25, 30, and going to be spun out of bounds, stays on his feet, but he'll be out of bounds at the 36-yard line. So a 26-yard return by Brady Burnett, and Russell will take over there.
Good field position for Russellville to start this drive.
Need to follow up their drive. Remember, their last drive is what they scored the touchdown on. And Russellville had gone 59 yards in 10 plays, and just taking what the defense gave them, and that's what you can do against Greenwood. And Russellville hoping to do that again. They had to convert 1 4th down on that play, or on that last drive. 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Ball in the left hash mark at the 36-yard line. Whitford rolling to his right, throwing complete to Brady Burnett, and he's got the first down pushed backwards. If they give him forward progress, he's got the first down easy, and that's the smart thing. If you're hitting your receiver and you have that first down, don't fight for extra yardage, because as soon as you do, it stops your forward progress, and they'll move it back. So he did the smart thing, and he picks up 11 yards on the play.
The 47-yard line will be a 1st and 10 for Russellville.
That at center, at middle is open.
That's the second catch for Burnett for 16 yards. Whitford now 6 of 12 for 50. 2 receivers to each side. Hogue in motion. He'll move over to the left side. Play action. Right side with a pass to Stokes, and he's cut down, but in Greenwood territory. Ball came free, and the official said it was the ground caused the fumble, and so there was no fumble. And the Bulldog coaches were upset about it, but they're the only ones over here, the ones that are right on top of it. I think they're trying to sway the official there, maybe change his mind. 5-yard pickup there for Stokes. That's his 3rd catch tonight. Russellville looking at 2nd down and 5, and that helps when you can pick up 5 yards on 1st down. That helps your play calling on 2nd and 3rd. Empty backfield for Whitford. Steps up in the pocket. He'll launch one, and it's going to be incomplete. Going for Burnett, and just a little bit too far for him. It'll bring up 3rd down and 5. As Russellville's got to be thinking this is down 2 touchdowns, that this is 4-down territory here, right around midfield, as long as they don't lose some big yardage here. Ball the right hash mark. Check with me as they're all looking over the sidelines, not huddling up. 35 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Clock is stopped. Russellville trailing 21-7. They'll go 2 wide receivers each side. Latrell Thomas, the running back. Whitford back to pass, and they're going to throw a little underneath screen. It's going to be incomplete. And it was out of the reach of Graham, and I tell you, if their linebacker, number 37, wasn't looking for the big hit, he would have had an interception there. It'll be 4th down and 5. I said they got to be thinking this is 4-down territory. That's just what Russellville usually does, and it looks like they're going for it here on 4th and 5 from the Bulldog 48-yard line. Graham, Hogue, and Burnett going to be over here on this short side of the field, the right side. Stokes, the lone receiver to the left side. Could be a little bubble screen. Could be a 3-receiver pattern, and they just hard count and Greenwood jump, but not in a neutral zone enough to draw the flag. They do get back. Play clock is down to 4 seconds, and Russellville going to call timeout. We'll take a quick break. 31 seconds left to play first quarter. Russellville trails 21-7. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
Are you having trouble deciding which Medicare plan will meet your needs? Is your mailbox full of mail from multiple insurance companies regarding different Medicare plans? Hi, I'm Mike Giroux. Finding the right Medicare plan doesn't have to be frustrating and confusing. Help is just a phone call away. Call Giroux & Associates at 479-857-2810 for an appointment and let us help you find a plan to meet your needs. We represent multiple insurance carriers, and we will help you find a plan that is right for you. Call Giroux & Associates today at 479-857-2810 to schedule an appointment.
Welcome back. We're nearing the end of the first quarter. Russellville trailing 21-7. They look to be going for it here on 4th down and 5. Tried to get Greenwood to jump, called the timeout because there was 3 seconds left on the play clock. And I was listening into the offensive coach over here, and during that timeout, they were just talking about what play. There was never a doubt they're going to go for it here, what they were looking at. There we go, 4th down and 5. Man in motion is Brady Burnett. Here's the snap. Play action, little screen pass, and Brady Burnett's got it, and he's got the first down. He's at the 40, stops there, cuts back, and then back to the left and pushed out of bounds at the 36-yard line. It pushed out of bounds even more after he was out of bounds, so tack on 15 yards coming.
Yeah, not only was he pushed down, he was drugged down, but Brady stayed on his feet. Boy, that's on behalf of of Greenwood. That's a stupid penalty.
Well, he's got the first down as he was out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Unsportsmanlike conduct, which Greenwood, that's not really what they're known for. So you're going to tack on 15 yards after the 14-yard pass catch, and it's going to put Russellville in the red zone, right at the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
I'm surprised that young man's not over next to the coach explaining why he did that.
1st and 10 for Russellville. Second time they've converted a 4th down, second consecutive time there as they've gone for it. They're at the Bulldog 20-yard line. Play action again and throwing on an out route, and it's incomplete. Looked like somebody fell down. It was Stokes out there, and he just slipped down. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Cyclones. 19 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Cyclones trail by 14.
Gonna bring up 2nd down and 10.
Ball on the left hash mark. 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Whitford going to roll to his right. They're moving the pocket with him. He's got plenty of time. Now he's running out of real estate. He's going to throw it back, and nobody's there. Good idea, but nobody was over there. And so either he threw it out of the way, or maybe threw it away, or maybe he was expecting somebody to be there. That stops the clock with 10 seconds left here in this first quarter. Russellville trailing 21-7, looking at 3rd down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Empty backfield for Whitford. Now they're going to move a man in motion. Fake it to him. Whitford rolling out to his right. Now he's being pursued. He's throwing for the corner of the end zone, and it is incomplete. Waited for them to say Burnett made the catch, but they're going to say he was out of bounds. He would have been out of bounds at around the 2-yard line, and it would have been enough for the first down. So now what do? You're down 14. You're well within Wheelis's range, but
I think that's what you're going to do is kick a field goal.
You can put it down wherever you want. You don't have to take 7 yards, but it looks like he is going to put it down just inside the 27. So it'll be a 37-yard field goal from the left hash. 4 seconds left. Snap is down. The kick is definitely long enough, and it is good. 37-yard field goal by Tristan Wheelis, and we've come to the end of the first quarter with our score, Greenwood 21 and Russellville 10. We'll take a break. You're listening to Cyclone Football and River Country, KCJC.
At the end of the first quarter, the score is Greenwood 21, Russellville 10.
This is Dr. Christy Bartlett at St. Mary's Regional Medical Center. Our world has changed a lot in a short time, but your health and safety remain our #1 priority. We have the supplies needed and processes in place to keep you safe. We've implemented visitor restrictions, and we are reducing physical contact as much as possible. Patients and employees are required to wear masks for your protection and theirs, and your care team is screened daily. So don't wait to get the care you need. St. Mary's is here for you today and always.
When your loved one is faced with the challenge of losing their independence, it's best to have compassionate and personalized care that operates with integrity. Your family will need a resource that works with doctors to serve as a bridge between the healthcare facility and the comfort of your home. You'll need the in-home excellence provided by Trinity Home Health. Trinity Home Health has the highest satisfaction rates from their patients here in the River Valley. If you have a loved one in need, call 479-662-4040. Trinity Home Health. Compassion, integrity, excellence.
Welcome back. Thank you, John. John knew it was 60-second break because end of the quarter, Russellville finishes out the quarter with a field goal, a 44-yard drive in 9 plays, 1:43 on the drive. Tristan Wheelis, 37-yard field goal, and kicked it through, and Russellville turned by 11, and Wheelis is now going to look like he's going to drop kick it. It scoots along the turf, and it's going to be squirts away, and Russellville covers it. Russellville recovers it at the 38-yard line.
And that was Salazar, who got down there and got on that ball.
And Russellville has it, the 38, and this was a drop kick. He dropped it more vertical there and kicked it, and it just squirted through it. It wasn't really an onside kick because it kept rolling, and Greenwood went to cover it. And
inside the 40-yard line.
And, yeah, Salazar, like you said.
It'll be a 1st and 10 for Russellville.
It kind of takes the wind out of the stadium here.
Yeah, they're giving it to us on the 39, but we'll take it. Greenwood had a shot at it, and it squirted away from whoever dove on it almost like a wet pig. It just squirted out of there, or muddy pig. They're going to give it to Latrell Thomas on the fly sweep, and he'll be wrestled down for a loss of 1 yard back at the 40-yard line.
Russellville's tried to run that sweep to the left, to the right, both, and the Greenwood just has too much speed on the outside for us to make the corner. We just can't get around it.
Second down and 11. For Russellville after the 1 yard loss. Whitford back to pass. He's going to throw a little underneath route. It's incomplete. Went for Stokes. And it'll be incomplete pass and bring up third down 11.
Number 14, Trent Stokes.
Coach Farr on that far side's upset with somebody on that play, and I couldn't tell if it was an official or if he was upset at one of his players. He's the offensive coordinator. Used to be the head coach at Maumelle. He's making the offensive play calls. Looking to him as he signals it in here on third down and 11. Russellville needs the 29-yard line after the surprise onside kick and recovering it. Whitford looking left. Here comes pursuit. He's hit as he throws. It's incomplete. It was going to Brady Burnett, but it was well out of bounds. And when I said hit as he throws, I think the Greenwood Bulldog is the one that hurt himself. He comes up limping because I don't know if Whitford got out of the way or if he's the one that knocked him down. But he's walking off under his own power is number 66, Bo Asher. And he's taking his helmet off, and he was like doing a motion with his hand across his neck saying, hey, take me out, I'm injured. And so Russellville, boy, you hate to punt it here when you just recovered a surprise onside kick, but it's also 4th and 11, but Russell's going to go for it. 3-man front for Greenwood, and the play clock was down to 10. Now we have a stoppage of play, but I don't think it's a timeout. The official on the far side is talking to somebody over there, one of the chain gang guys. And now the white hat's brought in. They reset the clock to 25. We'll get a listen in. I think he's going to say something. Okay, all they did was they started the play clock too quickly because the injured player wasn't off. That's what it was. So on 4th down, 11. Now Russellville going to change the play at the line of scrimmage. Coach Farr changing it, and Whitford relaying the signals to the 3 wide receivers to the left. Empty backfield on 4th and 11. Man in motion is Latrell Thomas. Play action pass. Throwing is going to be tipped and incomplete. It was tipped once by Russellville, twice by Greenwood. And it was trying to go to Gavin Graham over there, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, they try to hit the middle again on that Greenwood defense, and it's been open. Greenwood already at the line of scrimmage.
That's where Greenwood has it 1st and 10.
First down and 10 for Russellville. I'm sorry, for Greenwood. Throwing on the complete slant pass into Russell territory. Tackled at the 47 is Peyton Carter.
Richmond's pass complete to Peyton Carter. Spot is across midfield to the just shy of 47.
Greenwood going quickly here as they're into Cyclone territory at the 48-yard line. Richmond back to pass. He's going for a big chunky yards. He's got a man wide open, complete at the 15, 10, 5, and gets pushed into the end zone. Is he in? Still no signal. Now they signal a touchdown by Luke Brewer. 2 plays just like that, and Greenwood scores. 48 yards on the touchdown pass. Greenwood makes it 27-10, their largest lead of the game, as they trot out Luis Morales to try the extra point. The holder is going to be Parker Gill, taking his time to get out there. I'm sorry, he's not the holder. He might just be on the line. Yeah, he's on the left side. He was taking some time to get out there. 10:55 left to play here in the first half, and Greenwood looking to make it an 18-point lead, and they do. The extra point's good, 28-10. We'll take a break. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
Thanks for listening to this EAB station for your football. This broadcast would not be possible without the support of our local sponsors like Tyson Foods. Today's Cyclone Live is exclusively sponsored by Tyson Foods. Keep it real, keep it Tyson. Whether you're listening in your car, online, or on your phone, no matter how you hear the broadcast, we're proud to be your home for the best in live football. And the next time you're at the store, remember our partners at Tyson Foods. Keep it real, keep it Tyson.
Well, it seemed to be all going Russellville. Not all, but Russellville had the momentum there with the 11 points after the field goal. Recovered the surprise onside kick. They go 4 and out, and it didn't take Greenwood long. They go 60 yards in 2 plays. Richmond hits Brewer for a 48-yard touchdown pass. Took him 20 seconds to score on those 2 plays. Kicked the extra point, 28-10 our score. Russellville going to get the ball back. We just missed a golden opportunity. Russellville recovered the onside kick at the Bulldog 39. Actually lost a yard on 4 plays before turning it over. Morales with the kick. His kicks have gotten shorter and shorter, but this one goes inside the 5, and it'll be taken at the 3-yard line by Brady Burnett. He's across the 15, the 20, the 25, and taken down about the 27-yard line.
Burnett on the return.
Good return by Brady. That's the second one he's ran for about 26, 27 yards back. So good field position for the Cyclones.
Officially 24-yard return as he gets to the 27. First down and 10 for the Cyclones. They trail 28-10 with 10:48 left to play here in the first half. Russellville going to go empty backfield here. Graham and Burnett over here on the left side. 3 wide receivers to the right. Bring a man in motion. That's Latrell Thomas. Fake to him, and Whitford pumps, and he's going to loft one out of bounds. Ran out of room for his wide receivers, so did the smart thing. Just threw it out of bounds, and going to look at second down and 10. Stops the clock, 10:43. Been kind of a long first half, seems like anyway. A lot going on. Greenwood, I think, have they scored every time they touch the ball? Sure seems like it. 4 touchdowns. Russellville trailing 28-10. Hogue in motion, running far side. Play action on the draw. Complete pass on the far side. The screen pass to Graham, and he gets positive yards. Steps out of bounds for a yard, maybe 2. It'll be 3rd down and long coming for Russellville.
After a 2-yard gain, Tatum Sadler on the play for the Bulldogs.
Clock stopped, 10:38 left to play, first half.
I look for Brady Burnett going across the middle. They're playing up tight. He might can get open.
Burnett, the inside receiver here on the left side. Russellville needs 8 yards for the first down. Whitford rolling to his right. He's going to step up in the pocket, pumps, and he doesn't throw it, and he's going to be swarmed inside the 25, back to the 23. So Russellville will probably have to punt this one away as they're looking at 4th down and 14.
Well, Brady Burnett did go across the middle, but he had coverage on him, but unfortunately Whitford couldn't get the ball to him.
It's going to bring up 4th down and long for the Cyclones.
Ben Hallmark on to punt it. This one, a spiral. It's going to chase the return man back to the 36-yard line, runs back to the 35. He's just waiting. He's going to pick up a block across the 40, stops there. Russellville Cyclone slips down, and that was Hogue, slips down. He gets back up to make the tackle.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, he didn't quit on it. And it's going to be returned to the 48-yard line, so a 41-yard punt and 12-yard return.
That's what you call hustle by Hogue. He just he slipped down, he got back up and tackled him from the backside. So great job, Hogue.
Good field position though for the Bulldogs. 9:47 left to play. Here in the first half, Greenwood leading it by 18. Richmond is going to hand it off to Wilkinson. Hasn't rushed very much, but he gets this carry. He gets into Cyclone territory and tackled down at the 46-yard line.
Trailer is the one who made the stop, number 61.
Pickup of 6 on the play. 2nd down and 4. Greenwood going quickly. Snapping the ball seemingly within the first 5 seconds, 5, 6, 7 seconds. And they do it here, and Wilkinson gets the first down to the Cyclone 40.
Good stop by Ty Hibbs, hitting him down around the knees.
1st and 10 yardage.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at their 9th first down of this first half. Richmond, low snap, looking left, nothing there. He's going to throw a post pattern. He's got a man open, and in and out of his hands, Caden Brown. And he was thinking touchdown and would have had it, but goes right through his hands. It was perfectly laid in there by L.D. Richmond.
Brown falls incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
You don't see that too many times, meaning Greenwood shooting themselves in the foot. That's just the 2nd incompletion for Richmond. He's 9 of 11 for 185 yards and 4 touchdowns. Back to pass here on 2nd down and long. Screen pass complete to Richmond, and he's going to be taken down by Hogue, I believe, inside the 35 to the 33-yard line. They're running quickly. Looks like they're going to try to snap it very quick here on 3rd down and about 2.
Gonna bring up 3rd down and 2.
Richmond with 2 running backs in front of him. Quarterback draw time. Yes, it is. And he's got the first down inside the 30 to the 26-yard line. And they went quick that time. And that's Richmond's second official carry on a running play. He's been sacked once. And that one goes to the 26, pickup of 6 yards. And Greenwood again going quickly here at 1st down and 10 from the Cyclone 26. Rolling to his right is Richmond. Still, he's going to throw, and it's a complete pass inside the 15 and knocked out of bounds at around the 12-yard line is Jay Stracer. Oh, sorry, Strozer, Jay Strozer.
11-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the
And
Bulldogs.
first down for Greenwood. They have it 1st and 10 from the 11. 8:28 left to play first half. Cyclones trailing 28-10. Greenwood looking to tack on some more points, and we have a flag fly. Sometimes when you go that quick, you're not fully set, and that's what happened against the Bulldogs. Another false start. I think that's their second or third one. And so it's going to move them back 5 yards to the 16-yard line. 1st and 15 from there.
Their receivers are just finding the little seams in our defense, and quarterback's getting them the ball.
Well, they're snapping it very quickly, and Russellville's having a hard time adjusting because it's within the first 5 to 7 seconds. It's snapped here on 1st and 15. They're going to throw the end zone. It's incomplete. They went to Jay Strozer again. He tried with one hand to haul it in. He couldn't, so he went to the turf. It'll bring up 2nd down and 15. And they have somebody designated just to get a different football into play so they can snap it quicker, because that other football was just behind the end zone still. And Greenwood's trying to get a guy in there set. He either equipment problem, he was injured. He does go back. He's the inside receiver on the left side of Strozer. Changing the play is LD Richmond. They're going to bring Strozer in motion. And Richmond's going to roll to his left, looking. A little push off on that far side. Completed pass, and inside the 10 to about the 7. Looked like Caden Brown extended his arm with his right arm there and did a little push off, but no call by the official over there.
Yeah, he did. It was pretty obvious, except the person that it counts.
Well, it's to the 7-yard line as he's out of bounds. 3rd and 6. 8:17 left to play first half. 28-10 our score. Greenwood leading. Low snap. Richmond looking right side. His throws complete. Touchdown to Jay Strozer. And another touchdown for Greenwood. This makes it 34-10. No push off on that one. Didn't need to. Again, just getting position and 7 yards on the completed touchdown pass. And Greenwood, I believe this is right. They've scored every time they've touched the ball. Yep, they sure have. Have they? No, they had the fumble. Oh, that was the onside kick. That's what it was.
Well, we talked about this.
Morales with the extra point, and did it get in there? No, it missed it left. We're going to take a break. Cyclones trailing 34-10. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
Russellville 10.
If you love quality pizza, Nonna Bella's Pizzeria, 717 South Arkansas will be your new favorite place. The dough and sauces are made daily with only the freshest and highest quality ingredients. Nonna Bella's has added many new toppings to meet our customers' discerning tastes. For the most original and fresh pizza in Russellville, remember Nonna Bella's Pizzeria. We're currently open for delivery and takeout. Order online at nonnabellas2go.com or call 479-317-1034.
Now, the only thing Greenwood hasn't done well is they botched an onside kick and missed a extra point. Otherwise, it's almost been a perfect half for them. 52 yards and 9 plays on that last touchdown drive. Richmond hitting Strozier for a 7-yard touchdown pass. Morales missed the extra point wide left. 34-10 our score. That last drive, just a minute 34. If you look at their scoring drives, good grief, that's their longest scoring drive. They've done a minute 34 twice. One was 20 seconds, one was 47, and one was a minute 6. It's 34-10 our score. The Cyclones trailing with 8:13 left to play first half. Morales with the kick. This one very high. It's going to be fielded by Burnett at the 2-yard line. He's across the 10 over on that right side, the 15, the 20, and taken down about the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 21 yards on the return. Cyclones will start there.
Jake Glover on the stop for the Bulldogs.
Well, they just keep coming at you, and it's tough to keep up. And when you don't keep up, they're just putting ground between you and them. That's what this first half has been. I know Coach Weaver said it's like they score in spurts. This whole first half has been a spurt for Greenwood.
It's been a spurt, yes it has.
Yeah. Whitford going to go empty backfield with 5 wide. Russell's had a couple good scoring drives. Whitford going to roll to his right, throws complete pass to Stokes. They don't give up much, but what they give up, they'll give up, and Russellville can take advantage of that, and they do there with Stokes on that far side to the 29-yard line. Pickup of 6 on the play. That's his 4th catch in this first half for 22 yards.
That play right there, that amount of yardage has been open most of the night, so Russellville needs to stay with it.
2nd down and 5 for Russellville. 8:03 left as the clock is stopped. He was out of bounds. And play action, screen pass, complete to Brady Burnett. A little inside move. He gets across the 30, and he'll be taken down at the 32-yard line. He was hit hard around the midsection. He's slow to get up. Might have got a little bit of the wind knocked out of him there. Pickup of 3 yards on the play.
First down.
Okay, was enough for the first down. How about that?
It's going to be a 1st and 10.
Pickup of 4 yards on the play then. Russellville has it in the middle of the field at their own 33-yard line. Clock rolling, 7:46 left to play first half. Russellville trailing by 24. Whitford rolling to his right. 3 wide receivers on that far side, and thrown and tipped and out of bounds. Tipped by Greenwood. I think that was number 32 leader over there, but they were going to Stokes.
Well, they had 2 receivers over there, and of course 2 defenders. And don't know exactly who he was throwing to. Graham was over there.
I think he was throwing to Stokes because Stokes was right behind the person that jumped in front and knocked the ball down. And Stokes had run the out route where the other 2 was running down the field. 2nd down and 10 for the Cyclones at the 33-yard line, their own 33. Russellville trailing 34-10. Man in motion is Burnett. They're going to throw, complete a pass to Burnett. He's got it across the 35, the 40, steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. And there's a flag in the backfield. And Whitford went down. This may be against Greenwood. I'm not sure if it's a hold or if it's a personal foul. Whitford went down late, looked like. Yep, it is. Roughing the passer. I didn't want to call it and jinx it. But after the 8-yard pass play, looked like they did hit Whitford late on that. So tack on 15 yards after the 8-yard pass play. And we've seen Greenwood with a couple of personal foul penalties already. And this one puts Russellville in Bulldog territory at the 44-yard line. And Russellville has it 1st and 10 there with 7:31 left to play first half, trailing 34-10. Ball on the right hash mark. Cyclones going 5 wide receivers once again. Man in motion is Thomas. Fake to him, and Whitford going to keep it himself, but he won't get back the line of scrimmage. He'll actually lose 2 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 12 for Russellville at the 46.
I think that was a set play, a quarterback up the middle, and it's been successful a couple of times, but that time Greenwood was ready for it.
Greenwood schools have gone virtual for a week or 2 because they've had COVID breakout with their teachers, and so they've kept their students at home. Whitford on 2nd down throws a little slant pass complete to Gabe Hogue, and he's bent backwards and just want to make sure he gets up. Push him down a little bit. I don't know if they were trying to get up themselves. They're going to give him forward progress to the 35-yard line, so Russell picking up some extra yards there, and they'll be 3rd down and 1. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's the first completion to Hogue. Whitford now 13 of 29 for 99 yards. Clock rolling, 6:20 left to play first half. Russellville trailing 34-10. 2 men in motion for Russellville, and they're going to get hit with this illegal shift. They're supposed to blow it dead. They throw a completed pass, it doesn't matter. They're supposed to blow it dead. Russellville had 2 wide receivers in motion. I thought if Whitford'd seen it, he wouldn't snap it, so he must have not seen it. And it'll be a legal shift or false start, whatever you call it. I always call it a legal shift. You can have 2 receivers move, and you can have 2 guys moving as long as they both get set. It can't just be one. They both have to get set before the ball snapped.
Illegal motion on the offense.
So
2 men moving at the same time.
It'll move it back 5 yards. That's the 3rd penalty on the Cyclones for 25 yards. 3rd and 6 coming for Russellville at the Bulldog 40-yard line. 6:11 left to play here in the first half. Russellville trailing 34-10. Three receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And the running back is Thomas. He's gone the entire way in this first half. Burnett in motion. Runs in front of the quarterback. Fake to him. Give to Thomas. Straight up the middle. Let's see what he can do. He gets inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. And when you run a play like that, you're probably going to go for it on fourth down, just trying to pick up some yards. They pick up 2. It'll be fourth down and 3 as they gave him the 37-yard line, so a 3-yard pickup. Been tough going for Latrell Thomas, 8 carries for 18 yards, but does have a touchdown run, the lone touchdown in this first half for Russellville. Russellville needs the 34-yard line of Greenwood for a first down. Whitford going to empty backfield here. Man in motion is Thomas. Fake to him, and it's blown dead.
We call timeout.
Yep, timeout. I didn't see a flag, so Russellville calls timeout. We'll take a quick break, John. 5:13 left to play here in the first half. Russellville trails 34-10. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
Fellner's Athletes Corner, your high-performance athletic store for quality athletic footwear and apparel, features Nike, Under Armour, The North Face, Patagonia, Oakley, Saucony, New Balance, Brooks, Asics, Kabu, Keen, and many, many more. Fellner's invites you to make them your first stop. With more than 50 years combined experience, the familiar faces at Fellner's can help you with all your athletic needs. Fellner's Athletes Corner, 2320 West Main, Russellville, open 9:30 until 6 Monday through Saturday.
Cyclones using their second timeout here to think about this fourth down call. Russellville trailing 34-10 with 5:13 left to play here in the first half. Russellville with the football at the Bulldog 37-yard line. Cyclones are 1 of 2 on fourth down conversions. Right back is Salazar, back to pass. They're going to throw it to Salazar. He's got it and hit at the 35 and stopped a yard shy of the first down.
Pass is complete to number 20.
They needed 3 yards. They got 2. And so the Bulldogs once again have stopped Russellville down or on downs. And Greenwood takes over at their own 35 with 5:06 left. Every drive Greenwood's had has ended in a touchdown. And their longest drive has been 1:34. They've done that twice. All the others have been less than that. Bring a man in motion. Richmond going to turn and hand off to Wilkerson. Straight up the gut. He'll get stopped at the 39-yard line. Give him the 40. A little bit generous on that spot. 5-yard pickup.
Stop just shy of the 40-yard line.
Wilkerson has 5 carries for 21 yards. They haven't running very much, just 5 carries. It's not like them.
Wilkinson came up kind of slinging his fist a little bit. He seemed to be upset, and he nearly caught the official in the chest. That wouldn't have been good.
Second down and 6 for the Bulldogs. Richmond, empty backfield. Man in motion is Brewer. Fake it to him, and Richmond going to keep it himself. He stutter steps his way to the 40, and that'll be it. Get about the 40 and a half, but a pickup of 1 on the play. You don't see this too much where they don't. They have third and it's long for them, 3rd and 6.
Dalton Hallmark in on that stop.
Richmond again, empty backfield. Clock rolling, 4:07 left to play first half. Low snap, Richmond pumps, now he throws across the middle. It's tipped and incomplete. Good play by Hogue there on defense. So he knocked it down, and now it's not really like Greenwood to go for it on fourth down, especially back in their own end like this at the 40, but they're lining up like they're going to go for it. This is not a Rick Jones move. This shows you that Rick Jones, he would punt the ball, and we'll see if it's going to be a hard count. They are going to back it up, but Richmond is going to pooch kick it, and it's going to hit at the 25 and take a big Greenwood roll. It's inside the 15, inside the 10, and going to be down at about the 5-yard line. That is more of a Jones move. Good punt there by Richmond, and it goes down at the 5, a 55-yard punt with no return, and Russellville, they get the ball back. That's the good news. Bad news is they're 95 yards away from scoring, and at the very least they got to run out the first half. You don't want to give it back to Greenwood. That's the first time the Bulldogs have been stopped on an offensive series here in this first half, and they gave him the 6-yard line, so a 54-yard punt, and Let's see, but that also shows you that they're concerned about Russellville's punt block team because Russellville's been really good at blocking punts, field goals, extra points all season long. And so the Cyclones have it at their own 6-yard line, trailing 34-10, 3:51 left to play here at the first half. You know the Bulldogs are thinking that they may get another possession. They can try to score quick. They have 3 timeouts. No, they have 2 timeouts left. Man in motion, it's Hogue, and we have flags fly. And if it's against Russellville, it's just going to be a 3-yard penalty because it can only be half the distance. But we'll see. It is a false start.
Half the distance to the goal.
Half the distance, so it puts them down at the 3, 1st and 13.
Well, I know it's only half of the distance, but we just did not need that right there. That's we need every yard we can get.
Whitford with Thomas to his right, 2 receivers to each side. Brings a man in motion. That's Hogue once again. They're going to fake it to Thomas. Throw, complete pass to Burnett. He spins away from a tackle. He's across the line of scrimmage and still fighting for yards, but pushed backwards. We have a flag down at the 4-yard line. I think that's where they'll give him some forward progress, but we'll wait and see what the penalty is.
Tyler Cross no on the stop. There are penalty markers on the play.
We're still waiting the word from the official. We haven't seen a signal or anything. It is going to be against Greenwood.
Personal foul.
Face mask?
Face mask
Yep.
on the defense.
That's what it is.
15-yard penalty results in a first down.
Greenwood has at times really seemed to lose their poise a little bit, I guess is the best way to put it.
Well, they did right there. They had us backed up, and they gave us some breathing room.
Russellville has it 1st and 10 from their own 18-yard line. Play action once again with a man in motion. Whitford going to have to roll out, and he's going to be hit back inside the 10 and pushed back, where the forward progress will be about the 5-yard line, but a big loss there as Russellville loses 13 yards on that play. Back at the 5, clock rolling, 3:04 left, looking and seeing if Greenwood might call a timeout here. I think they're going to let it roll and see what Russellville does here on 2nd down and 23. Now they start it. 2:53 and 22 seconds. 2:53 on the game clock, 22 seconds on the play clock. Russellville with 2 receivers to each side. Whitford has Thomas to his left, and Russellville going to work the clock down. It's down to 7 seconds, 6 seconds. They're not even, look, they're snapping. They're moving Thomas over 2 seconds, 1 second. They do get it off in time. Whitford rolling to his right, looking back left. He's going to heave it downfield and trying to go for Brady Burnett and off his hands. It was kind of floating a little bit from his right shoulder to his left shoulder and just couldn't haul it in.
Ball could have been just out in front of him, which would have been a whole lot better, but there was 4 defenders around Brady as that ball was coming down to him. You hope for a defensive pass interference there.
Yeah, or even if you throw a pick, it's almost as good as a punt if you can heave it far enough. 3rd down and 23. Russellville at their own 5. Clock is stopped with 2:26 left. At the very least, you got to get some yards here to help your punter out. Empty backfield for Whitford. Man in motion. Latrell Thomas fake to him. Whitford going to roll to his left. Shovel pass. Tried to go to Burnett. Was thrown behind him a little bit. That stops the clock with 2:21. And Russellville going to have to punt the football away, and Hallmark's going to have his heels in the back of the end zone in order to try to get this one away. Greenwood will have 2 timeouts and 2:21. See what they want to do. And Hallmark, he's probably a couple yards from the back of the end zone. And 1 man back deep, that's Jasna. Hallmark kicks it away from him. He's going to step up, and he's going to field it at the 35, and he dropped it. He picks it up, though, and he's across the 33-yard line. Boy, for a minute after he dropped it, he looked up to see where everybody was. And that almost ended in a disaster for Greenwood and great things for Russellville. A 30-yard punt, a 2-yard return, but great field position for the Greenwood Bulldogs is at the Cyclone 34-yard line is what we'll call it, with 2:11 left to play here in the first half. And now before we snap it, Russell wants to take a timeout. They weren't ready.
Well,
Why
we were
not?
short a man.
Yep. They weren't ready. They didn't have enough people out there. We'll take a quick break. 2:11 left to play first half. Russellville trailing 34-10. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
Hey, it's Drew Mitchell for Lakeside Oral, Facial, and Dental Implant Surgery. Lakeside is really proud this year to be sponsoring our local sports all throughout the River Valley. They're committed to the area. It's just another way they show that. When you're in the market for dentures, wisdom teeth, or whatever the case may be, remember Lakeside Oral, Facial, and Dental Implant Surgery, and check out their website at lakesideofs.com. Lakeside Oral Surgery, helping make the broadcast of local sports throughout the River Valley possible.
Russellville using their last timeout now. We're ready for action as Greenwood has it at the Cyclone 34-yard line. 1st and 10 on this first play of the series. Give it to Hunter Wilkinson. He's just running through traffic. He's inside the 20, inside the 15 to the 14. And not running, didn't seem like he was running hard, but just weaving his way through there. And pick up of 20 yards on the play. And Greenwood going to go quickly here as they give him the 13-yard line. 1st and 10. Give it to Wilkerson again, running right side, and he hurdles over a man inside the 10, inside the 5 to the 3-yard line. That's enough for another first down, and 2 plays they have it 1st and goal from the Cyclone 3-yard line. I'm going to call it 2nd down and 1. They mark him just shy of that first down marker. Now Richmond talking to the official, or not the official, but he's upset at something, and it looks like they may be going under center. He was pointing at his offensive line, play clock down to 18 seconds, and they're wanting to milk some time off the clock. If they score, they don't want to give Russellville any more time. Greenwood does. And it looks like they're just going to milk the clock. They're going to go all the way down and call timeout. It's 8 seconds left on the snap to snap it. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. And they are going to call timeout here right on the last play, or the last second, with 1:10 left to play here in the first half. We'll take a quick break. Russell trails 34-10. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
Joshua's Fine Jewelry, your locally owned, family-owned luxury jewelry establishment in the heart of downtown Russellville, is having a really wonderful watch sale right now. 50% off all in-stock Citizen watches now until October 1st. That means Rose Gold, Eco Drive, 50% off. Preview some of these amazing Citizen watches by following Joshua's Fine Jewelry on Facebook and Instagram, or shop online at joshuasfinejewelry.com.
Parkview leading Van Buren at the half, 14-7. We'll give you a whole bunch of scores coming up at halftime. Right here, Russellville trailing 34-10 with 1:10 left to play in the first half. This first half's taken seemingly a long time. I guess with so much scoring and passing and getting out of bounds. Greenwood looking at 2nd and 1 from the 4-yard line of Russellville. Richmond out of the shotgun, bringing a man in motion. Means quarterback draw, I bet you. And he keeps it, and he's got a first down and is into the end zone for the touchdown.
Right up the middle, right off that right guard.
This play they've run twice before on short yardage situations. They run it here for 4 yards, and they have a 40-10 lead over the Cyclones. They're bringing in their extra point kicker Morales, who missed one wide left, and he's hit the other 4. He's 4 or 5 in this first half. 1:07 left to play first half. And the kick is long enough. This one's good. 41-10 our score. Greenwood leading. We'll take a break. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
How many times have you had to go without your heating or your air unit when you needed it most? Your family's freezing or sweating and they look to you for relief. You call someone and they say it's going to cost an arm and a leg to fix. Do you really feel like you have a choice? Well, now you do. Call Tony at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air at 479-964-4004 for a free second opinion from a guy you can trust to take care of you and your family and get that unit running without all the extra charges. Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air.
Welcome back. A quick scoring drive there for Greenwood. All their scoring drives have been quick. That one took 1:04. 3 plays, 34 yards. Richmond, a 4-yard touchdown run. Morales added this extra point, 41-10 our score. Hate to talk about the mercy rule, but It's not in effect yet. 35 points is the mercy rule. Russellville trails by 31. Cyclones want to do something. They have 1:07 to do it in and no timeouts. Morales going to kick off from the left hash mark. Kicks it in the direction of Burnett. He takes it at the 5. He's across the 10, 15, right through the middle to the 20, and taken down there at the 21-yard line.
Carries out to the 22-yard line.
They'll give him the 22. Just 17 yards on that return. Cyclones have the ball at their own 22-yard line with 1:01 left to play here in the first half. Now, if you get out of bounds or if you get a first down, it'll stop the clock. As soon as they move the chains, if you get the first down, it'll start up again. So you got a little bit of time if you want to do something. Greenwood's going to get the ball to start the second half, so, hey, why not take a shot? You're down 41-10. Nothing wrong here if you want to try that. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, empty backfield for Whitford. Inside receivers, Latrell Thomas. They don't bring him in motion. Looking left, throwing, complete pass to Burnett. He's across the 20 and at the 30 and gets out of bounds there. That second little effort move got him the first down at the 34.
Good run by Burnett after he caught the ball along that sideline in front of the Greenwood bench.
That's a pickup of 12 yards on the play on the first down and 55 seconds left to play here in the first half. Now they're going to go 3 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Left to short side of the field. That's Stokes. They got man-on-man coverage, tight coverage over here. And Thomas, the running back, to the right of Whitford. Whitford's going to roll that way to his right, looking downfield. He's going to throw on the run and try to go to Gabe Hogue, but it was well out of bounds. It'll stop the clock with 49 seconds left.
Yeah, it was good coverage in the secondary by Greenwood. Just nobody open for Whitford to get the ball to.
I'll reset the ball here at the 34-yard line. 2nd and 10 for the Cyclones. 49 seconds left to play here in the first half. Russellville trailing by 31. Russellville trailed at one time 21-10 and recovered an onside kick at the Bulldog 39-yard line and kind of snowballed away from there when Russellville wasn't able to move the football. Give it to Latrell Thomas. No, Whitford keeps it. He's going to wish he had given it off. He's going to be taken down back at the 25-yard line. I was looking at Latrell. He was doing some fancy footwork. The only problem is he didn't have a football. So a big loss on the play. They give him the 26-yard line. Greenwood not calling timeout here. A little surprised at this. Russellville's looking at 3rd and 18. They have one more timeout. Russellville, after that, they don't have to snap it again. They do not. But it looks like they're lining up like they're going to. 14 seconds left to go in the first half, and they don't have to snap it again. They're worried about Greenwood calling timeout, and I think Greenwood's going to be okay with this. Maybe snap it on the last second. Don't know. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Nope, that's the end of the first half. Russell just lets the clock go out. Don't try to convert to 3rd and 18. After the first half of play, the Cyclones trail it by a score of 41-10. We'll take a break. Come back with your halftime show. You're listening to Cyclone Football on River Country KCJC.
How can I help you?
Can you turn on the porch light? I can't see anything.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Ow! Not every innovation is helpful, but the new ITMs at First State Bank can help you achieve your banking needs at the push of a button. Interact with local tellers, cash a check, and more, right from your car. Plus, ITMs are open weekdays from 7 to 7. To learn more about First State Bank's new innovative services, go to fsbitm.com.
Maybe you're moving some dirt around the house. Got jobs to do. Well, maybe you don't have what you need. River Valley Tractor has it, and they have great prices and great people. They treat people like you would expect to treat family. Kubota has you covered. Construction equipment, farm equipment, zero-turn mowers. Go by today and see the family at River Valley Tractor, 702 Weir Road in Russellville. Call them today at 968-3795. That's 968-3795. 5.
For over 70 years, Old South Restaurant at 1330 East Main Street in Russellville has been faithfully serving the River Valley. Whether it's starting your day with a good old-fashioned breakfast or helping you make it through the workday with a hearty home-styled lunch, and of course serving your family with a dinner that would even make your mama proud. Old South Restaurants on Main Street in Russellville. We're here for you.
We're here for you, so come on by Old South.
Hi, this is Danny Hips, General Manager at Phil Wright Autoplex, and we know that some of our customers who buy from us because of our world-class brands, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Toyota. But we are proud that a whole lot of our customers buy from us primarily because of our trustworthy people. And for the past 45 years, we've been earning that trust one vehicle at a time. Order your new vehicles today at PhilWright.com or come see us at 3300 East Main in Russellville. Because if you haven't bought from us lately, it's because you haven't shopped with us lately. So come see us.
Welcome back. The Cyclones trailing here at halftime by a score of 41-10. Your assessments of the first half?
Well, as we said it in the pregame, Greenwood is not fancy. They're not going to try to confuse you with trick plays or anything like that. They come right at you, waiting for you to make the mistake. Their receivers, they're finding the seam in our defense. They're wide open, and they've been catching, I'd say, 9% of the balls that are thrown to them. But we're going to have to not play soft. I know that's dangerous, but, you're 31 points down. I think you're going to have to tighten up that defense on their receivers. And, yeah, they can run the ball, but I'd rather see them run the ball, hopefully for a fumble or something like that, instead of just hitting those guys wide open and gaining 20 to 30 yards or even a touchdown. So we're going to have to tighten up our defense. So far, we haven't been able to get to their quarterback. There hasn't been any pressure on him except for a couple of times. He's been hit releasing the ball, and fortunately for them, one of them was completed for a touchdown. But our defense, they're worn out. There's no question. They are worn out because Greenwood comes at you very fast, and we're just going to have to tighten up that defense and make them earn that yardage.
Cyclone trailing here at the halftime 41-10, and we got some scores to pass along to you. Of other games in our conference, Benton leading Mountain Home at the half 21-7. Lake Hamilton ahead of Silo Springs 28-6 at halftime. That's a little surprising to me that's that big a gap between Lake Hamilton and Siloam at the half. Parkview leading Van Buren 14-7 at the half. Cyclone's going to take on Parkview at Cyclone Stadium next week. Jonesboro, the game of the week in West Memphis, the game of the week in 6A. Jonesboro leading West Memphis 28-6. Local teams, Clarksville's tied with Farmington at the half at 14. Paris all over Atkins at halftime 42-0. Right here, it's Greenwood 41, Russellville 10. We'll take a break. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, we're more than just tires. Consistent, responsive, honest and fair. What makes us different? We're the ones who care. Trust our experience to know what you need. Professional and fast, see what we mean. Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, we're more than just tires.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, 2304 East Main, Russellville.
A solid roof for your business is key to keeping your employees, products, and valuables dry and clean. If you're experiencing roof leaks that are resulting in damaged equipment, stained ceilings, and walls, then don't let Mother Nature get the best of your business. The folks at E&F Roofing offer free commercial roof inspections, but their experience is priceless for your business, not to lose productivity and extend the life of your roof. So contact E&F Roofing today for a free commercial inspection at 479-272-4069.
Taking care of families. That's what the folks at C&D Drugstore have been doing in historic downtown Russellville for more than 6 decades when it comes to all your pharmaceutical needs. When it comes to compounding special medicines, R.D. Walker and his staff are there to serve you. And most importantly, if you need delivery, if you need curbside pickup, you need C&D Drugstore on the corner of B and Commerce in downtown Russellville, a 60-year tradition.
The right roof starts with the right roofer. That's why you should trust Miller Roofing Company. They're not just good, they're great. Miller Roofing has been serving our River Valley since 1991. Choosing an established company ensures upfront quality and back-end support for your home or business. Did you know the average roofing company lasts only 4 years? Mature, proven, and established companies carry the least risk, and that's what Miller Roofing's all about. Get your free estimate today by calling 479-890-3499 or visit miller-roofing.net.
Welcome back. The Cyclones trailing here at halftime to Greenwood by a score of 41-10. This is just the 16th meeting between these two teams, between Russellville and Greenwood, and Russellville won the first 5 in the series as they played between the first game was in 1943 and 1983. Russellville won those 5. Greenwood and Russellville have played twice in one season. That's going to happen when you're in the same conference. It's only happened once, but it did happen, and that was in 2016. The Bulldogs won the regular season matchup. A very close game. I think it was something, like 20-17. Russellville got revenge in the 6A state tournament championship game and won that one convincingly, 37-23 at War Memorial Stadium. That's the second title in Cyclone history, that in 2016. The Bulldogs have won the last 3 matchups between these two teams, as they've won 9 overall in the series. Greenwood's got the third longest winning streak in Arkansas high school football history with 50. They're behind Barton, who had 63, and Pine Bluff Dollar Wave 51. And I tell you, they won state championships before Rick Jones got here. It was under Ronnie Peacock, who hired the current coach, Chris Young, and hired him back in 2000 when he was the offensive coordinator at Greenwood. And Coach Young, he's taken 2 other jobs but never actually gone there. I think he was taking a job at Cabot maybe as athletic director and some other job as a head coach, but within a week has come back to Greenwood waiting on this. And Joe Fred Young is his father, who led Fort Smith Northside to 8 championship games, and that is who Chris Young is, and also best friends with Russellville's coach, Jeff Weaver. They're on the same staff, of course, here at Greenwood. Russellville trailing here by a score of 41-10. We'll give you the scoring summary. It's not pretty, but we'll highlight at least the couple scoring drives for Russellville. Russellville took the ball first, eventually had to punt the football away, I believe. And L.D. Richmond scored the game's first points as he threw to Hunter Wilkinson out of the backfield, an 8-yard touchdown pass. It was a 4-play drive that went 1 minute and 6 seconds. You're going to hear a theme in this. 94 seconds was Greenwood's longest scoring drive. Really, when Chris Young took over as offensive coordinator, was given free reign, he's run a very fast-paced offense where it's just short little plays, some throws downfield, but short little plays, and they try to snap it between 5 and 6 seconds of the play clock. Well, that made it 7-0. Greenwood got on board again. Just took him 47 seconds to go 66 yards in 4 plays. Richmond hit Aiden Kennan, 27-yard touchdown pass. It was 14-0. Russellville got their touchdown in the first quarter with 3:17 left. Long drive of 59 yards, taking 10 plays, 3 minutes and 12 seconds. Latrell Thomas carrying it in from 4 yards out. Tristan Wheelis added the extra point, made it 14-7. Greenwood came right back, scored very quickly as Russellville tried an onside kick, didn't work, went out of bounds. Greenwood took over. They go 48 yards in 5 plays, made it 21-10. And Cyclones went on a 9-play drive of 44 yards. They ended up kicking a field goal, a 37-yard field goal by Tristan Wheelis on the last play of the first quarter. That made it 21-10. Then Wheelis did a drop kick on the ensuing kickoff, and it actually rolled 15, maybe 20 yards. Greenwood tried to cover it and just squirted out, and Russellville covered it at the Bulldog 39, down 21-10. Cyclones couldn't do anything with it. 4 plays, they actually lost a yard, went for it on 4th and 11, couldn't do anything with it. And then from then on, it was Greenwood. They scored 2 plays later, making it 28-10, and it just seemed to roll from there. The only thing that they've done wrong other than that onside kick is they missed an extra point. It's 41-10 here at the half. We're going to take another break. We come back, we'll give you some more scores and also the stats from the first half. You're listening to Cyclone Football on River Country KCJC.
Hey guys, this is Carl Kirtley with Centennial Bank, and we love tailgates, pep rallies, and Friday night lights. The new school year is here, and nothing brings a community together like football. Now more than ever, Centennial Bank is proud to cheer all the student athletes in River Valley. Centennial Bank believes the teachers, administrators, and staff of our local schools help make our communities great, and we applaud their persistence, preparation, and hard work during these difficult times. Centennial Bank invites you to be a part of this great tradition and show your support this season. Now let's go play some football. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Why trust River Valley Tinting and Glass? Well, River Valley Tinting and Glass is a family-owned business, and they take care of their customers like family too. So remember, your local auto, residential, and commercial glass and tinting company, River Valley Tinting and Glass. Check out their work on Facebook or call 890-5839 to get an estimate. Or you could always come by 2202 East 2nd Street to see all they can do for you. From a business you can trust, River Valley Tinting and Glass.
Cozy Furniture on East Parkway across from Comfort Inn and Suites loves and supports the Russellville Cyclones. Come in and see Joey and Dee, your local expert Tempur-Pedic dealers, and get the mattress of your dreams delivered to you free of charge. Check out Cozy Furniture on Facebook and Instagram, or shop online at koziihome.com today. Come visit the knowledgeable staff at Cozy Furniture, where the River Valley shops for Tempur-Pedic. Go Cyclones.
Are you having trouble deciding which Medicare plan will meet your needs? Is your mailbox full of mail from multiple insurance companies regarding different Medicare plans? Hi, I'm Mike Giroux. Finding the right Medicare plan doesn't have to be frustrating and confusing. Help is just a phone call away. Call Giroux & Associates at 479-857-2810 for an appointment and let us help you find a plan to meet your needs. We represent multiple insurance carriers, and we will help you find a plan that is right for you. Call Giroux & Associates today at 479-857-2810 to schedule an appointment.
Back here at Smith Robinson Stadium as the Cyclones trailing Greenwood 41-10. Other scores to pass along. You always look at the 6A, 7A. Bentonville all over Fayetteville at the half, 49-7. That's mercy rule in the first half going on there. Conway shutting out Northside 24-0. That one at the half. Bryant all over Little Rock Southwest, which is expected. Bryant easily the best team in the state. 56-0 at halftime in Little Rock Southwest, a brand new team out of Little Rock. Benton leading Mountain Home in our conference 21-7. Lake Hamilton, and they have started the third quarter. Lake Hamilton scored on their first series 35-6. A little surprising there. Silent Springs have been playing better, but they're being shut down by Lake Hamilton there, 35-6 in the third quarter. Parkview, who will be the next opponent for Russellville, as they will host them at Cyclone Stadium next week. Parkview leading Van Buren at the half, 14-7. Look at our stats from the first half, and one of the things you had just asked me off the air was about the passing attempts. The most passing attempts for Braden Whitford in a ball game is 52. If he doubles what he did in the first half, which he probably won't, but he'll be at 70s. 35 passing attempts. Got 16 completions for 114 yards. Russellville has done most of their damage in the air. They do have -6 yards rushing. It's been tough going. However, a lot of that's been sacks. Latrell Thomas running the football for Russellville, 8 carries, 18 yards, and 1 touchdown. Receiving for Russellville, the most catches is Brady Burnett. He's got 7 catches for 54 yards. 4 catches for Trenton Stokes for 22 yards, and 2 catches for Gavin Graham for 16 yards. Those two have been over 100 yards quite a bit this year. They got some work to do if that's going to happen. For Greenwood, L.D. Richmond, 13 of 17 for 224 yards, 5 touchdown passes in that first half. Running the football, Hunter Wilkinson, 7 carries for 51 yards, and Caden Brown, 1 carry for 14 yards. Receiving, it's been spread out. That's kind of their MO. 4 catches for Carter for 68 yards. Luke Brewer has 2 catches for 74 and a touchdown reception. Carter also has a touchdown reception. Jay Strosier has 2 catches for 22 yards and a touchdown reception. 49 plays for Russellville to 30 plays for Greenwood. Think about that. Greenwood's run 30 plays, and 6 of the 30 has scored touchdowns. Just 1 turnover in that first half, and it belonged to Greenwood on the onside kick that Russellville got. Russellville dominating time of possession, but you've heard Coach Weaver say don't look at time of possession, look at the total plays, which Russellville has 19 more plays. Penalties, 7 penalties on Greenwood for 79 yards. They've lost their poise a couple times on some personal fouls. Russellville, 4 penalties for 28 yards. Third down conversions, 2 of 11 for Russellville, 2 of 3 for Greenwood. Fourth down conversions, Greenwood has not gone for a fourth down. Russellville, 1 of 3. And what of the stat I wanted to say here? Oh, look at the average drive starting position. Russellville has their average starting position is their own 29-yard line. Greenwood, their own 48-yard line. So even the field position battle, they lead, and they lead on the scoreboard, which is the main statistic, 41-10. Russellville has 3 more games after this one. 2 of them will be at home. They'll be at home next week against Parkview. Then 2 weeks from tonight, they make a long drive up the mountain to Mountain Home, a 3-hour drive. You know, we've been up there for basketball. I don't know if they've ever been up there for a football game. I think I'll research this, but I think Russellville last time they played Mountain Home was in the playoffs, and it might have been up there at Mountain Home. And then Russellville closes the regular season with Siloam Springs 3 weeks from tonight. Now, the rule is in high school football that if any of the classifications games have been canceled, then everybody makes the playoffs. So because Little Rock Parkview had 2 games canceled against these Greenwood Bulldogs and Lake Hamilton, it means that all 16 teams are eligible for the playoffs. So Russellville would be, the only thing we know is we don't know where they'll be seated, but we know all the teams on our side, on our conference, will be playing a team from the other side, the East, on that side, and looking like it's probably going to be somebody like Marion or Jonesboro. And I got to tell you, I'm not saying that's a bad team over there at Jonesboro. I'm saying this conference is the toughest conference. When you look and see the top 4 teams in 6A are the top 4 teams in the 6A West, it's easily the tougher conference of the 2. And so Russellville will be making the playoffs and will draw a team out of the East, and most likely will have to go on the road. We're going to take a final break and be back with the second half as the Cyclones trailing here to Greenwood 41-10. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
At St. Mary's Regional Medical Center, our world has changed a lot in a short time, but your health and safety remain our #1 priority. We have the supplies needed and processes in place to keep you safe. We've implemented visitor restrictions, and we are reducing physical contact as much as possible. Patients and employees are required to wear masks for your protection and theirs, and your care team is screened daily. So don't wait to get the care you need. St. Mary's is here for you today and always.
When your loved one is faced with the challenge of losing their independence, it's best to have compassionate and personalized care that operates with integrity. Your family will need a resource that works with doctors to serve as a bridge between the healthcare facility and the comfort of your home. You'll need the in-home excellence provided by Trinity Home Health. Trinity Home Health has the highest satisfaction rates from their patients here in the River Valley. If you have a loved one in need, call 479-662-4040. Trinity Home Health. Compassion, integrity, excellence.
Thanks for listening to this EAB station for your football. This broadcast would not be possible without the support of our local sponsors like Tyson Foods. Today's Cyclone Live is exclusively sponsored by Tyson Foods. Keep it real, keep it Tyson. Whether you're listening in your car, online, or on your phone, no matter how you hear the broadcast, we're proud to be your home for the best in live football. And the next time you're at the store, remember our partners at Tyson Foods. Keep it real, keep it Tyson.
If you love quality pizza, Nonna Bella's Pizzeria, 717 South Arkansas will be your new favorite place. The dough and sauces are made daily with only the freshest and highest quality ingredients. Nonna Bella's has added many new toppings to meet our customers' discerning tastes. For the most original and fresh pizza in Russellville, remember Nonna Bella's Pizzeria. We're currently open for delivery and takeout. Order online at nonnabellas2go.com or call 479-317-1034.
Welcome back. The Cyclones trailing here at halftime, 41-10, and Cyclone historian, I'm still going to call him that, Rick Elliott. You know, I know he watches Van Buren because he's got a family tie there, but no, he's still, those Cyclone strings are still pulling at him. He's listening and keeping up with us, and I appreciate him for that. He told me 2005, so I was right about one thing. It was the playoffs. But 2005 was the last time Russellville played Mountain Home. Russellville won 33-14, and that was a playoff game, first round of the playoffs. So I wasn't doing play-by-play then, so this will be my first trip up there on a Friday night. Now, I've made a few trips in the middle of the week for basketball, but never football, so I'm really anxious to see. I hear that we got actually a pretty nice stadium, and so anxious to see that and see the Mountain Home Bombers. But that's 2 weeks away. as the Cyclones will host Little Rock Parkview next week, and then, of course, Siloam in 3 weeks to round it out. It looked like we were getting ready to kick off time-wise, but Greenwood just now coming out on the field, so they've tacked on a little bit more time so we can tell you about some other scores as they've started second halves in other games. And Farmington has scored on their first drive of the third quarter, so they lead Clarksville by a score of 22-14. We mentioned to you that Lake Hamilton had scored 35-6 as that score as they lead in the third quarter. The Parkview game and the Benton game, there's been no change. Benton leading Mountain Home 21-7. I tell you, after Russellville played Benton, it seems like Benton's defense philosophy has changed. They held down Parkview about as good as anybody could. They've shut out Mountain Home, and they got Mountain Home down 7. They had a shutout, I guess, before the Parkview game. And talking to their play-by-play guy, he said, there's been a lot more focus on defense ever since the Russellville game, and Russellville lit them up for some big-time yards. I tell you, if you have not been out to see the Whirlwind, the freshman team, Russellville Whirlwinds, you need to. They are exciting. We watched the game last night. Very tough game against Greenbrier, but the Whirlwinds came away with a 12-8 victory. Wasn't really all that close until the very end when Greenbrier had scored, got the 2-point conversion, and then kicked off, and Russellville had to convert to get a first down in order to run out the clock. Before that, our games we've seen, they mercy ruled BB and Valonia. They've got a tough Clarksville team coming up on the road, and we'll have that for you on our YouTube page. And because Clarksville running offense that they don't normally see, and then don't want to look past Clarksville, but in 2 weeks at Cyclone Stadium, Russellville it's gonna be a battle for the conference championship, basically, because Little Rock Christian is undefeated in the conference, Russellville's undefeated in the conference. And so that's a week from this coming Thursday. I see it. Russellville going to kick off here, and Wheelis is holding it. You're trying to tell me they might be trying to do the onside kick. Why not?
Kick again.
Yeah, why not? Of course, he may punt it away, and we're ready for action as we start the second half here. He's just waiting for the okay from the official. You got to make sure everybody's good and hear the whistle. And now he's checking to see with Coach Weaver and saying, what do you want me to do with it? And he is going to drop kick it. He's going to kick it across the 50, and it's going to go out of bounds. It'll go the needed 12 yards, but then out of bounds at the 48. And so check that rule, by the way. If it goes less than 10 yards out of bounds, it's a 5-yard penalty. If it goes out of bounds after it goes 10 yards, it's not supposed to be. But are they going to give him 5 yards on top of that? I don't think they're supposed to. And
no.
Yeah, they're saying it went necessary 10 yards, and so they got to put it down at the 48. So that was the rule that we looked up, and sure enough,
they're giving them a penalty.
They're not supposed to do that. So, all right.
We got a kick out of bounds.
What we were told, we were either misinformed or the officials there are doing it the wrong way. They're tacking on 5 yards to Russellville. And Greenwood will start at the Cyclone 47-yard line, leading 41-10 as we start the second half. And Hunter Wilkinson brought down from behind, a loss of yard on the play. That was kind of a violent tackle there for Russellville as they lose, as Greenwood loses 1 on the play.
Trailer number 61 on that stop.
Greenwood running in a different right guard. Wilkinson back up. He's in front of the quarterback. Man in motion is Caden Brown. And now Coach Young is livid. Greenwood coach with his team, and he calls timeout. He was out on the field yelling at him. He is upset about that. We're going to take a quick 30-second break. Russellville trails 41-10 early third quarter. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
Fellner's Athletes Corner, your high-performance athletic store for quality athletic footwear and apparel, features Nike, Under Armour, The North Face, Patagonia, Oakley, Saucony, New Balance, Brooks, Asics, Kabuki, and many, many more. Fellner's invites you to make them your first stop. With more than 50 years combined experience, the familiar faces at Fellner's can help you with all your athletic needs. Fellner's Athletes Corner, 2320 West Main, Russellville, open 9:30 until 6 Monday through Saturday.
After the timeout, looking at second down, Greenwood is, and 11. Richmond going to throw in the middle of the field. It's complete there to Peyton Carter. He's inside the 15 and taken down inside the 10.
Richmond's pass complete to Peyton Carter.
Well, he got behind our defenders and just made a great catch on a high pass. And Got the ball down to about the 4-yard line, 5-yard line.
First and goal for the Bulldogs.
They give him the 5. That's a pickup of 43 yards on the play. Richmond going to hand it off to Wilkerson. He's hit behind the line, leans forward to get across the 5 to the 4 to bring up second down.
Yeah, Ty Hibbs, 43, is the one who brought him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now he ended up getting a yard to the 4. Second down and goal. 11-13 left to play third quarter. One big pass play, and Greenwood down there. If they tack on a score here, it'll invoke the mercy rule. Richmond going to keep it himself and is into the end zone for the touchdown. Greenwood doesn't take long, less than a minute, 58 seconds before they were able to tack on a touchdown here. And when we start the clock on the kickoff, the clock will only stop on an injury or a timeout. Luis Morales on to try the extra point. It is up and good. 48-10 our score. Greenwood leads it. 11:02 left to play here in the third quarter. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
Hey, it's Drew Mitchell for Lakeside Oral, Facial, and Dental Implant Surgery. Lakeside is really proud this year to be sponsoring our local sports all throughout the River Valley. They're committed to the area. It's just another way they show that. When you're in the market for dentures, wisdom teeth, or whatever the case may be, remember Lakeside Oral, Facial, and Dental Implant Surgery, and check out their website at lakesideofs.com. Lakeside Oral Surgery, helping make the broadcast of local sports throughout the River Valley possible.
Cyclones trailing 48-10 here with 11:02 left to play here in the third quarter. Greenwood makes quick work of that drive. They scored in 58 seconds. They go 52 yards in 4 plays. Richmond, a 4-yard touchdown run, his second touchdown carry of the night. And as soon as the kickoff starts here, the mercy rule will be in effect, and so it'll be a quick third and fourth quarter clockwise because the clock will not stop unless it's a timeout or an injury. We saw the backup quarterback for Greenwood taking snaps during that timeout, before they'd scored. Hunter Houston, number 9. We expect to see him soon. Here's the high end over end kicks, going to chase back Brady Burnett all the way back to the 1-yard line. He's across the 5, the 10, the 15, starts angling towards the right side and going to be pushed out of bounds right around the 20. Not sure if he made the 20-yard line or not. I think it's right there. So a 19-yard pickup is what we'll say for Brady Burnett on the return. And the clock should be rolling. They haven't started. Well, they started it and they stopped it. They're not supposed to do that. 35 points is the rule. It's 38 right now. And sometimes they do this here. They have weird clock issues. We talked about that on our way up here 4 years ago. They had some clock issues, and it kind of shortchanged Russellville out of possibly winning the football game here on the year they lost in the regular season, but ended up winning in the state championship game. Latrell Thomas, a 5-yard pickup on first down. He gets to the 25-yard line and make it the 27. Clock is rolling, under 10.5 to go third quarter. Russellville trailing 48-10. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. The 1 to the left is Caleb Stokes. Latrell going to get the carry again. He's got the first down across the 30. Gets to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, I think that play designed to go to the left side, that offensive line, there was nothing there, and Thomas broke back to the right and gained the yardage for a first down.
That's Russellville's 13th first down of this ball game. Whitford brings a man in motion. It's Burnett. He'll turn and give it off to Latrell again. He's across the 35-yard line, kind of stepped back and made it back to the 35. A pickup of 2 on the play.
Going to bring up second down.
Yeah, Russellville's come out running the ball.
Owen beat on the stop for the Bulldogs.
And been successful at it so far.
Second down and 8. Latrell with 11 carries and 33 yards. Whitford throwing towards us, this left side, throws it over the head of Brady Burnett. Going to bring up third down.
For Brady Burnett falls incomplete. That'll bring up third down and 8.
Hey, on Tuesday nights at the Old Bank Sports Grill, we have Cyclones live from 7 to 8 o'clock. if you can come out. If not, you can hear it live on 102.3. You can also, we upload it to our YouTube page. It was a fun time this last Tuesday night. Whitford on 3rd and long, pumps. He's going to throw, trying to go to Gavin Graham. It's picked off by Greenwood at the 46-yard line, and he's going to be wrestled down at about the 43. That is number 37, Colt Owenby. He was trying to go to Gavin Graham. Graham was double covered, and the interception made by Owenby.
Yeah, they had good coverage on Graham. Had a man behind him and one in front of him, and the one in front's one made the interception.
And that's Russellville's first turnover of this ball game. Greenwood has one. It was on the onside kick, and the Bulldogs will take over at the Cyclone 42-yard line. Yeah, just to finish up that story, if you didn't hear or see Cyclones live, you need to go back and check it out. And always fun when we interview players, and I think probably the best player interview ever had is with Finley Golden. It was fun and funny. Here's the handoff to the backup running back, number 34, Ty Moose. His 40th carry of the season. He gets just inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, they have a new quarterback, Greenwood does, Hunter Houston, number 9, the backup quarterback.
That's one we said we saw taking some snaps over during that timeout. And Greenwood, now they will slow down. They usually don't snap. They don't snap it near as quick as what they did earlier. They're going to milk the clock a little bit. And you expect them to do this too, because I know he's Cyclone head coach, but they know Jeff Weaver. His dad was actually inducted into the Greenwood Hall of Honor before this football game, as he's done a lot of things for the Greenwood community and school and the Bulldog Foundation. He actually started the Bulldog Foundation to give to Moose again. He gets a couple yards that'll bring up 3rd down for the Cyclones. I'm sorry, the Bulldogs, and they're going to put him down at the 37. No, the 38-yard line. Oh, they do make the 37. He backpedals, the official does. Makes it 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, they're bringing the clock on down. They'll snap it with about 7 or 8 seconds, maybe 6.
Under 7 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Moose gets the call again. He'll be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. I tell you, I've seen teams run it up. I've seen Greenwood run it up in some sports. But I knew, look, let's be honest, they're number 1 in the state for a reason, and Coach Young and Coach Weaver are best friends. So we're going to see probably a lot of this as they hand off on 3rd and 5 and get half a yard. It'll be 4th down and 5. And
they're going for it.
Yeah, they're going to go for it. I'm sure it's going to be another running play, or maybe just a little screen pass, just trying to move the chains a little bit. Clock rolling, 6:10 left to play, 3rd quarter. Russellville trailing 48-10. These type of games, you just hope to make it out when it's this point. You hope to make it out. Maybe it's executing some things in the second half and make it out of here injury-free and get ready for your next ball game. And Greenwood takes a delay of game. Take a delay of game, and they're going to punt it away.
On the offense. 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
Took the delay game on purpose, and they run the team over here to this near side. And I don't know if that means they're going to punt it away or not, but looking at 4th and 10 from the 42, I figure they took the delay game on purpose just to get some extra yardage. And Noah Jansen is their punter, number 5, and he's got a little bit of extra yardage to work with. Try to get this one inside the 20. Russellville is going to send a return man back. That's going to be Brady Burnett. And he puts his feet just inside the 10-yard line. Jansen will punt this one away, and Burnett's going to yell, everybody get away from it, because it's a short kick, and it's going to be covered by the Bulldogs at the 16-yard line.
I noticed their punter went in pregame. He was warming up. Didn't kick it that far, but he kicked it extremely high to allow the coverage to come down, and apparently that's what he did this time. And Russellville's going to start off in fairly good field position.
It's a 26-yard punt. He downed it inside the 20. I'm sure that was their goal, but kicked it a little shorter than probably what they wanted. They do have it. Russellville has it at their own 16-yard line. 5:14 left to play, 3rd quarter. Russellville trailing 48-10. Whitford with a new running back. It's Kobe Robinson for his first appearance in this game, and he'll get the handoff straight up the middle. And And I don't think he's going to make the line of scrimmage. Looks like he got hit and was trying to bounce it outside. He's going to be stopped at the 15-yard line, so a loss of 1 on the play for Robinson.
For the Bulldogs. Loss on the play will bring up
It is
second down and
Kobe's
12.
first carry, as we said, the first time we've seen him in there on offense. Cyclones going to fall to 1-6 overall. And Greenwood going to improve to 7-0. Whitford rolling out to his left, going to heave it downfield and looking for Graham, and it's incomplete.
Again, had double coverage on Graham.
Pass intended for number 8, Gavin Graham, falls incomplete.
Greenwood, to their credit, they've had 2 different games canceled due to COVID, and they found games that week. They had a non-conference game with Northside that Northside canceled, and I think that was the week they played Bentonville West, maybe. And then, of course, the Little Rock Parkview game, they were able to find a game that week. Springdale Harbor really put it on Springdale Harbor. And so even though they're going to move to 7-0, barring an unbelievable comeback, they haven't played as many conference games as Russellville. That's what we're talking about at halftime, everybody making the playoffs. On third down, Whitford going to step up in the pocket, hit as he throws, and it's going to be incomplete. He had Brady out there, but because he was hit as soon as he throwed, it was short-hopped to Brady Burnett. And the player was slow to get up. That was Braden Whitford, but he is up. And pretty soon we might see him take a rest. He's 16 of 38 in this game, 114 yards. That's the 15th time Brady Burnett's been targeted. He has 7 catches for 54 yards. Ben Hallmark on to punt. He's standing at his own 1-yard line, gets the snap, punts it away. Nobody back for the Bulldogs. It's going to take a Russellville roll, hit at the Cyclone 48-yard line and roll all the way down to the 33. Boy, he got almost 20 yards with that roll. A 52-yard punt by Ben Hallmark.
Oh, that's going to help his average.
Absolutely. Bulldogs take over at their own 33-yard line. 2:57 left to play. They've stopped the clock. I don't know why. Not supposed to, but they've stopped the clock here. 48-10, our score, Greenwood leading. Now they start it back. Hunter Houston, the backup quarterback, who has 2 touchdown passes on the season and 2 interceptions. Has not thrown a pass his first 3 plays. He turned and handed it off to Ty Moose, number 34. That's what he'll do here on 1st and 10. Moose running right side, going to be wrestled down at the 35. Pickup of 2 on the play.
Gain of 2 on the play. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 8. Jacob Casal on the tackle.
Jacob Casal on the stop.
Yeah, number 41.
Yeah. It's kind of odd to be able to relax a little bit with Greenwood with the football because they're not running up the line and snapping it as soon as the ball is placed down. Houston going to hand it off to Moose, and this time he's hitting the backfield and driven backwards, and they'll give him the 33, which is back in the original line of scrimmage. So a loss of 2 on the play. 3rd down and 10 coming.
That's number 58, Luke Covington made that stop.
On the stop.
Third down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Well, they're huddling, but not in the general sense. They're all congregated together back where a huddle would be, but they're looking over the sideline. The ball's on the right hash mark, so they're very close to their coaches. Minute 20 left to play third quarter. Houston rolling out to his left. He's going to throw. He's going to fire it downfield, and it's complete enough for the first down right around midfield. He'll be stopped shy of the 50-yard line, right around the 48-yard line. Bryce Caldwell on the stop. Or, I'm sorry, on the catch. They give him the 49-yard line. So that's a pickup of 16 yards.
Greenwood is really milking this clock
Yeah.
right now, which, you know, you expect them to.
I don't think they'd be doing this against Alma or Van Buren. I think they might be running up. Well, they probably wouldn't. Here's the give to Moose running left side. They get positive yards into Cyclone territory at the 46-yard line. For a while, there was a lot of bad blood between Greenwood and just about everybody else around here. Alma, Van Buren, even Southside, really battled over some players, I guess is safe to say. And so a lot of teams around this area don't really care for Greenwood very much. I'm sure feeling's mutual. We come to the end of the third quarter. Greenwood leading Russellville 48-10, one more quarter of play. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
KCJC, Darknell, Russellville. River Country, KCJC.
Joshua's Fine Jewelry, your locally owned, family-owned luxury jewelry establishment in the heart of downtown Russellville, is having a really wonderful watch sale right now. 50% off all in-stock Citizen watches now until October 1st. That means Rose Gold, Eco Drive, 50% off. Preview some of these amazing Citizen watches by following Joshua's Fine Jewelry on Facebook and Instagram, or shop online at joshuasfinejewelry.com.
Welcome back as we start the fourth quarter. Cyclones trailing 48-10. Greenwood opened up the third quarter with a 58-second touchdown drive, and so the mercy rule is in effect. We will have the scoreboard show with Rex Nelson coming up at 10 o'clock. John, you may have to fill some time because I don't think I can fill it till 10 o'clock. I think we'll be over before then. As we start the fourth quarter, Greenwood looking at 2nd down and 5. Russellville showing blitz up the middle. They're going to give it to Ty Moose, and Russellville blitzed at the right time. He's going to lose a yard back at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, 58 Luke Covington again in on that stop.
Short loss on the play.
3 more weeks of high school football. I tell you, I'm just glad that we're having this because of all the COVID regulations, and 3 more weeks of the high school football regular season to play, and hopefully everything will be going well to start playoffs. And as we said, everybody in 6A is going to make the playoffs because of Little Rock Parkview canceling. As soon as one game was canceled, and Parkview canceled 2 of their games, and so that means everybody makes it. Houston on 3rd down, rolling to his right, throwing, and it's going to be incomplete. Trying to go on that far side to number 80, Camden Carter.
About the time his hand touched the ball, I think that's George English, number 4, put a hit on him, knocked him out of bounds.
Greenwood going to punt the football away. The clock is rolling, 10:45 left here in the ball game. We told you 3 more games for Russellville in the regular season, 3 more games for the Whirlwinds. Mentioned that too. They'll be at Clarksville this Thursday and then at home for their Colors Day a week from Thursday as they host Little Rock Christian. Here's the punt. It's going to be fielded by Burnett at the 15-yard line. He's across the 20, breaks a tackle there to get to the 24. 9 yards on the return after the 32-yard punt. And mentioned it, it's worth mentioning again, Russellville Whirlwinds and Little Rock Christian both undefeated as of right now, so that's what's at stake for the conference title. They don't play any postseason, and more than likely whoever wins that game will be the conference champs. Russellville will still have 1 more game. They'll actually play on a Tuesday night, on election night of all things, as they travel to Morrilton. As the last junior high game is always generally played on a Tuesday night. Kobe Robinson going to get the carry for the Russellville Cyclones on 1st and 10, running right side. He'll pick up a couple yards to the 25-yard line. As Ben Hallmark is the new quarterback in for the Cyclones. Not surprising after Whitford took that lick. It's just sort of evident of, it's time to get him out of there and not take an extra lick and get ready for Little Rock Parkview next week. 3 yards on the pickup, 2nd and 7 for the Cyclones. And Kobe Robinson carrying it on the draw play straight up the middle. He's got the first down. He scoots past the 30 to about the 35-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup for Kobe.
Yeah, good hard running by Kobe. Good opening by that offensive line.
Kobe now 3 carries for 11 yards. Clock rolling, 9:18 left to play in the ball game. Cyclones trailing 48-10. In Russellville, in their 5 losses, 4 of them have been by 7 points or less. Only one that hasn't been will be this one and Van Buren. Here's a pass to the near side, complete at the 42, 43-yard line, making the catch Elijah Clark. Elijah Clark, I think that's his first reception as a Cyclone. He gets to the 43. Elijah Clark made the state tournament as an individual bowler last year. How about that? As a sophomore. He's going to be on the bowling team again this year. Here's a give to Kobe Robinson on the sweep. He's got some ground to make up. He stops, and he's going to reverse his field back to the right. And he's got a few blockers. He pushes his quarterback to say, hey, block that guy. He's got the first down, but there's a flag. In fact, I think there's 2 flags, one at the 40 and one at the 45, and this most likely is coming back.
Yeah, I think there's a block in the back.
Could be a hold and a block in the back, or maybe they saw the same thing. The flags are in different places, which to me indicates 2 different fouls. And, yeah, the 2 officials that threw the flag are going to get together, talk about it, and they're going to go with the hold, I'm sure, or the one at the 40-yard line.
Personal foul.
That's a personal foul.
Illegal
How about that?
crackback on the offense. 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Repeat the down.
Okay, they'll repeat the down, but they're going to move it back to the 24-yard line, so it ends up being a 19-yard penalty because it's a spot foul. So Russ will be looking at 2nd down and 21. Clock rolling, or should be rolling anyway. It's 8:21. They stop the clock here when they're not supposed to. They're supposed to just let it run. Making this a little longer than it should be, but 48-10 our score. Not a lot in doubt. Hallmark back to pass on 2nd 21. Steps up, throws across the middle. It's incomplete. Kobe Robinson took a little bit of a bump there, and he was looking back at the official saying, hey, that's illegal.
Pass intended for Robinson.
Jake Glover gave him a little nudge, but no call there. Probably not going to get that in this type of game right now. 3rd down and 21. Tell you one thing that one of the few things that Greenwood has not done well is they racked up some penalties. 8 penalties for 80 yards in this game, and a couple of them, at least 2 personal fouls. But just about everything else they've done really well. 3rd down and 21. Low snap. Hallmark going to roll to his left. Stops. Going to roll back to his right. Looking downfield, and he's going to tuck it and run. He's across the 30, near the 35, and takes a shot out of bounds at the 36-yard line. Draws some oohs and ahs from the crowd, but Hallmark, big boy, he pops right back up. And Russ will be looking at 4th down after the 12-yard pickup. 4th and 9. Hallmark's going to stay in there. He's the punter. And they are going to bring on the rest of the punt team.
He was close to being out of bounds when he took that hit. I was waiting to see if the flag went up in the air.
He was still in bounds. And he didn't, he had a chance to go out of bounds. He wanted to pick up an extra yard or 2. And he is going to punt this one away. It's a low, wobbly kick, nobody back for Greenwood, and Russellville going to get at least 15 yards and more off of this bounce as it rolls inside the 20 to be down at the 19-yard line, a 45-yard punt for Hallmark.
Hallmark's punt.
He's averaging just,
down by number 21.
well, he's averaging 40 yards in this game alone after that 45-yarder.
They've stopped the clock again.
Yeah. 6:39 left to play here in the ball game. The Cyclones trailing 48-10. Greenwood will have the ball at their own 19-yard line. They're going to bring out Ty Moose and bring in another running back. Number 40, Gabe Berlin. I don't think he has a carry on the season, so we may see his first one here. Clock is rolling now, 6:19 left. Houston going to give it off to Berlin and covers it up, and he's not going to make the line of scrimmage. Took a shot in the backfield, and I thought the ball kind of popped or moved a little bit. He'll lose a yard as Cassaw on the stop for the Russell Cyclones. Now the scoreboard show coming up at 10 o'clock here on 102.3, runs all the way to midnight. With Rex Nelson, the voice of the OBU Tigers. Hasn't been able to call any games this year because of their suspended college season because of COVID. Houston going to turn, throw a screen pass out to the far side. It's complete across the 20. Still on his feet at the 25-yard line.
Boy, it looked like that ball tried to come out. I thought somebody had jerked it out of his hands.
Aiden Kennan on the catch.
Out to the 24-yard line.
And pickup of 6 on the play, 3rd and 5. 5:08 left to play here in the ball game. Russell trailing 48-10. Well, it won't be long until we have Russell Cyclone and Lady Cyclone basketball. That'll come up in November. We'll have it for you on EAB on the video and also on radio. And here's a tipped pass and an interception for Russell. This is Finley Golden. He's across the 35-yard line. Finley on the pick. Good job, Fin Dog.
Standing at the right place at the right time and was able to grab that ball before it hit the ground.
And Russell will have it at the Greenwood 36-yard line.
Bryce Caldwell on stop for the Bulldogs.
Well, this time they don't stop the clock on change of possession. How about that?
Somebody must have told them.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's only when Greenwood's getting the ball. Russell has it at the Bulldog 36-yard line. They're going to hand it off on the fly sweep to Kobe Robinson. Boy, dodges a man back at the 40-yard line. And they get up the left sideline inside the 30 to the 27. Could have been a few-yard loss. Ends up being a big gain for Russellville. They pick up 9 yards on the play. 2nd down and 1. Hey, this second group, they want to score.
Yeah, and he got a good block over by number 5, Alex Bowe. Just a good block to get him around that corner.
Hallmark will back to pass on 2nd down. Throws a little out route. Complete at the 20. And breaks a tackle there, and he'll pick up an extra 3 or 4 yards to the 16-yard line as that goes to Elijah Stratton.
Stratton on the reception.
Yeah.
That's his first catch as a Cyclone. And they give him the 15-yard line, so pickup of 12 on the play. Hallmark looking at 1st and 10, 3:24 left to play in the ball game. Give it off on the draw play to Kobe Robinson, straight up the gut, and he'll get about 4 yards to the 11.
Robinson on the carry.
Russell trailing 48-10, but they're wanting to get a score here for this reserve group. 2nd down and 6 from the 11-yard line. 1 receiver to the right, that's Clark. 3 receivers to the left. Robinson is to the right of Hallmark, but he's spaced out quite a bit. Probably a passing play. Nope, it's going to hand it to him on the sweep. He stops as he runs left, goes straight up the gut, and he'll lose a yard on the play. But again, could have been about a 3-yard loss. But he stopped on a dime and said, I'm going to get as much as I can. It'll be 3rd down and 7 for the Cyclones at the Bulldog 12-yard line.
3rd down and 7.
Clock rolling, 2.5 to go. Russell trailing 48-10. Needs 7 yards for a first down here. Bryant beat Little Rock Southwest 70-0. Wonder if they were trying not to score. Empty backfield for Hallmark. Back to pass. Here comes a blitzer. Dodges him. He'll throw on the move and tipped around, and let's see. Incomplete pass. He was going to Kobe Robinson. He's upset with himself. He had his hands on it above his head, but he was hit a couple times, and I don't blame him for not catching that one. But he's upset at himself for not catching it.
There's a lot of crowd. There's a big crowd in that end zone.
And did a good job of stiff-arming a guy, not going down and rolling to his right, getting some extra time. Bulldogs lead at 48-10. Russell's second group trying to score here, looking at 4th down and 7 from the 12-yard line of Greenwood. Hallmark back to pass. He's going to have to roll to his left, and he's sacked back at the 20.
Just didn't have time to look down the field.
Well, they came with a delayed blitz there, and nothing you can do if you're an offensive lineman. Delayed blitz, and you don't account for that guy because you didn't see him coming. So Russell turns the ball over on downs, and Greenwood would have the ball at their own 20-yard line after stopping the Cyclones. 1:23 left. And we'll see what the Bulldogs want to do, if they want to take a knee or if they want to hand it off, get somebody a carry. Ty Moose back in there, and he's back deep. I think they're just going to take a knee on this one. And Greenwood going to move to 7-0 on the season under first-year head coach Chris Young, who's maybe first year, but this is not first year at Greenwood. This is his 20th year at Greenwood, but first year as a head coach as they do take a knee. Cyclones going to fall to 1-7 as Greenwood takes a knee, and I think they'll have to do that one more time. And then we'll take a break, come back with our post-game wrap-up show. They do take a knee, and they don't have to snap it again. Well, that's the ball game. Cyclones lose it by a score of 48-10. We'll take a break. You're listening to Cyclone Football in River Country, KCJC.
That's going to take us to the end of the ball game.
How many times have you had to go without your heating or your air unit when you needed it most? Your family's freezing or sweating, and they look to you for relief. You call someone, and they say it's going to cost an arm and a leg to fix. Do you really feel like you have a choice? Well, now you do. Call Tony at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air at 479-964-4004 for a free second opinion from a guy you can trust to take care of you and your family and get that unit running without all the extra charges. Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air.
How can I help you?
Can you turn on the porch light? I can't see anything.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Ow! Not every innovation is helpful. But the new ITMs at First State Bank can help you achieve your banking needs at the push of a button. Interact with local tellers, cash a check, and more, right from your car. Plus, ITMs are open weekdays from 7 to 7. To learn more about First State Bank's new innovative services, go to fsbitm.com.
Hey, we're going to stop our broadcast here. We want to thank you for joining us here on Cyclone Booth. The Cyclones lose it by a score of 48-10, reminding you that we will be back here next week as the Cyclones will host Little Rock Parkview. We'll continue our post-game show over on the radio side, but thanks for joining us here on Cyclone Booth and EAB Sports. Once again, Russellville loses 48-10.